bang.
Oh
energy
yeah,
drink.
that was tight.
That was
dude.
honestly the best video I ever
What's
watched.
wrong with it?
There's
It
a
has
part of me that wishes I had a Bang Energy deal at one point in my life,
mean,
and
you
it's kind of
probably-
hurt that I don't.
Why couldn't you? I mean, what? Well, now it's been exposed.
I
for being
DM'd the
terror.
CEO. I was like, really respect what you got going on, bro.
Yeah, because you relate to that nigga because he's like buff and weird and like bang.
I
energy.
fuck with the CEO, bro.
He's such a weirdo. Did you see his YouTube?
Did you see the?
You know he got the iced out bang logo
Oh my
chain.
God.
He's such a
You
fucking...
see Bang everywhere
Did
now.
you see how young one of the girls it was exposed to be? That
Oh,
like
yeah.
that was
They
working
had
for
a-
Bang.
yeah, they had
She was
a
like
girl-
13 years old.
What?
That is bugged
and
out.
what, she was like in her bikini and shit.
Yeah.
and,
Taking
like,
sexy ass pictures to promote
and,
Bang.
like, drinks.
Bang. How do they not have to pay Chief Keef royalties?
And you know what's funny?
Oh.
They exposed her
should've
for
been
being
on the can.
13, and she's like, "No, I'm 16," which is still
weird.
bad. Like,
Still weird. That's some Adrian Broner shit.
Can we die? Are we are we live?
We are
let's
live.
Let's dive right into that then.
Jesus.
No Jumper Show. What number are we?
What, 25?
25.
25.
No Jumper
The
Show
Christmas
25.
episode,
Yes. The
Can't-
Christmas episode. Wait, what?
No.
because it's on 25th, right?
Shut-
25th day of that month. Yeah.
This is why. This is why having
It's
Yuri.
not Christmas.
This is why having Yuri on was
We've
a
been
bad
live
idea.
People
for
are gonna
30
X
seconds,
out of
you don't
this
even
because-
choke on my water.
Yeah, people are going to X out of this because they're going to think it's the Christmas episode.
Oh
now.
no, I
Yuri,
mean, all right, never mind.
you're
It's,
so nervous that you
it's
just fucking
2020.
flip
We're in the
that.
year 2020, as Lil Pump would
Okay,
say.
listen.
You look
just-
like such a gamer girl right now.
Gamer girl.
With the fucking
glasses?
headphones and the
Oh
beanie.
my
I don't
God.
know.
Merch?
It's just a there's
Yeah.
yeah.
To learn the plug merch stuff.
Dude, you are a fucking gamer girl right now. You look like you got every OnlyFans out.
Why not just gamer?
I
'Cause you look like a gamer girl,
You just
that's
look like a dyke. I don't know how to describe it, bro.
Okay, I'm not. I'll admit that's not the first time I've heard that. So
All right, look.
Really?
Can we introduce the show, guys?
Yeah.
Can we keep some order here?
That's right. Housephone is the maestro here because he hasn't been smoking as much as I've been smoking all day, apparently.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been smoking big kush at the skate park all day. Me and Began were out there with the scooter kids riding BMX. I got a new Cult bike. Shout out to Cult.
There was
crew.
no skateboarders there.
Wow.
There were skaters there.
You think it's that we just with the scooters and BMX?
Well, the second skate park that we went to was like all scooter kids.
So many scooters, and they were all like 10, and they all knew Adam.
Oh my god.
That's fire.
A lot of these young
sick.
kids were like saying like a little slick shit to me about like seeing the porno and shit. It was pretty
No
funny.
way, that's
yeah,
so-
like right
oh
as
my
we were
God.
leaving the first park because the cops pulled up. Like okay,
That's
as we get to this first park and it's like not done being built. Like you got to hop a fence to get in and shit
pretty
because it's a new one out there in fucking wherever the fuck we were at, like near Santa Ana. And so we go in there, we're riding, whatever. But like before we go in, this fucking big ass like state trooper looking motherfucker who had a big old glizzy on his side. He tells us, yo, you can't park over here. And we're like, oh,
With the
all
gun
right.
out.
All right. No, he didn't take the gun out. He just, that would have been badass. No, but then, so we went and had to park down the street, and then we're riding this park. And then as we're leaving, the cops, like some actual cops showed up and kicked us out. And then these kids are all like taking pictures of me and shit. And one of them just goes, I like all your videos with Lena.
Oh
as
my
he's riding, as he's skating away.
That's the Family Channel subscriber.
I mean, I
the
don't
new
think
fan
he
base.
means those videos.
I like your house check.
Yeah. Isn't that weird?
I
Like,
like your
sick
house
video.
vlog where you showed your house.
I mean, I just
was a cool
forget.
video.
I forget how interesting that must seem to like a young kid.
yeah,
like,
dude, if you're like fucking 12 and you like some dude you watch on YouTube is like on Pornhub, what the fuck?
I just don't even think it's like a big deal. I
And
just
just the
think it's
production
regular
on that
shit.
video, it made the
Oh
house
my
look really
God.
nice.
Wait, what do you?
What the
wait.
house tour?
Yeah.
Why are you still talking about the house tour? We're talking about the
Let's talk
porn.
about porn.
Oh,
and-
okay. Well, the production on
The
that
production
was
on
good as
that was really nice too. I jacked off to it.
well. From the
Appreciate that.
thumbnail, I could tell.
You did not watch the thumbnail. I know you watched.
I was in
whole
the
thing.
same boat that you were in, Housephone.
You were about to jack off.
Mid scroll, I see a thumbnail. I'm like, oh, okay. I keep scrolling.
Everybody in the world is on Pornhub. That's one thing I've realized from this whole thing. I got
How
like
did you not
everybody
realize
just telling.
that?
I mean, I guess I realized, but everybody will just hit me with it like randomly, like I saw you on Pornhub.
Well, see,
Dude,
the thing
my
with me.
kids
Are
say
there
it all
any
the
other
time.
websites? Like,
huh?
are there any other websites that people use?
Are
other
you
than
joking?
Pornhub?
I was about to say I'll switch it up.
Really?
I don't just go on Pornhub strictly.
I just want to get it like over with. It's just like a thing to do. Go to
Hell
Pornhub,
no.
boom,
I
it's
never
over.
look at
out.
porn. I feel guilty.
Hell no. Look. So I'll start. Like it depends on what mood I'm in and what I'm looking for.
What were you calling jerking off? Oh, creasing your
Oh, yeah,
creasing your meat.
Crease my shit.
Bro,
love
if
that.
someone goes to the doctor's gonna be like, "What have you been doing?" To
That is
yourself?"
the best fucking mental image I could possibly imagine. Is you pounding your dick so hard that eventually it just has a crease in it.
No, that's not what it means. Listen, crease.
Josh, can you do social
That's
media for.
BB Son started that.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
See,
Wait, who started it?
BB Son.
baby son started. This.
I be
Some of-
having creases in my jeans.
No, it's not about listen. Just it's not about an actual crease. It's being creased means like you're just like fucked up, right? So you could be creased like, damn, like I did too much shit tonight. I'm creased, right?
Right.
And then you could be like, I creased her shit, or I would crease her shit. Like you see a girl with a fat ass, like I crease that shit. I would, you know, like I would, like you know, because like I'll crease it, and then
All right.
yeah, you could also crease yourself. Like I creased my meat, you know, like just,
Right.
So it's just like
I seen a dude on.
it means different stuff.
I
you
seen a dude on DJ Small Eyes, some rapper, I forget his name, but he was like it was DJ Small Eyes asking him,
Please
is there
mute your
any
fucking-
is there any new slang in wherever you're from? And he was like, he's like, you know, he's like one of these dudes who like just doesn't say shit, and he's just like, we'd be saying bet. And then like the title is like so and so explains the local slang of bet, and I'm
my
like,
God.
bet is not local slang. I don't know when it happened. It was probably about a year ago, maybe 2 years
Nah,
ago, where
probably longer than
everybody
that.
maybe, but everybody started saying bet all at the same time.
Like that's my
That's
only
true.
response to anything. Just
Okay.
like that.
That's the most annoying response.
So
You don't like it?
Show.
People use it to get, like, it's kind of like
Bet is the new okay.
Yeah, just like, or like
it's kind of
for
saying
sure.
like okay, like whatever. You know what I mean? Like bet, like
Bet.
I don't
No,
know,
just
it's
like
weird.
it's like I don't have time to be going back and forth and just like where you at? I'm here. Bet on the way. Whatever.
I mean, it's
That's
the
it.
same way as
I'd
saying
rather say for
anything
sure
else.
than bet.
Whatever.
For sure.
For sure, exactly.
sure.
Because you look like a for sure ass nigga. That's
For
what-
sure.
For sure.
But
dude.
it's all exactly the same thing. It's
all
just
the same
like
shit.
it's such basic slang. Like
For sure has a different tone to it. It's like a more of like a chill vibe.
If you
bet is
wanna-
just like,
if you want
If
to
I'm
be a
talking to a
cracking
girl, I'm not like
rapper, if you want to be a cracking rapper, come up with your own way of saying bet, like a cool new way of saying
Come up with
bet.
your own way of saying anything. No, that's not. the same.
No, that's
Confusing
different.
the slang.
Yeah, now you just fucking it up.
You don't
yeah.
want to talk about just beating off all the time.
Yeah.
That's a problem. That's not cool.
you have
Speaking
to
of,
have multiple definitions for the word crease.
I want you to keep a
I just
diary of
explained-
every time you crease your meat.
I just explained
For
the
the
whole
next week.
thing.
Jeez, I'm
Why
gonna
do we
run out
have
of
Yuri on here?
paper.
Can we kick Yuri off? He's throwing me off.
He's creasing your vibes.
I'm gonna run out of paper really quick
Yeah,
when I do
you're
that.
honestly creasing my vibes, Yuri.
I'm sorry. What were you saying?
Nothing. It's okay. What's up, man? I haven't seen y'all niggas since 2019, bro.
I know.
What's up?
2019.
What's
Since
new?
last year.
I was in Mexico for a week on the beach, and now I'm back in the
Doing
thick
what?
of things, just melting in the sun.
And you came back, and now we're in World War III.
World War III.
true.
No, literally, the airplane landed, and I look at my fucking phone, and that happened while I was up in the air. And now we're at war, and it is what it is. They fucking tried to bomb one of our bases or whatever, like a couple hours ago.
Oh,
What?
geez.
Where?
Iran
I didn't see
did, yeah.
Bruh.
They bombed some shit, but I guess it didn't go that well. I don't think anybody died. Might be wrong. Not sure about that yet. But
This happened a couple hours ago.
yeah, this is the question: is will Trump respond by bombing the fuck out of them and overreacting, or will he just be like, all right, bet, bet, we good?
I thought Trump was promising to take the soldiers out of the Middle East,
He was saying that for a while. Yeah.
People,
but now
they
he
be
wants-
saying all types of shit.
But it's also I feel it's like kind of weird. He's about to leave office technically because we're about
Well,
to have a
that's
new
why he-
president. So he's about to like start all the shit and then dip out.
that was the whole.
the whole thing is, how does this affect his likelihood of being reelected?
Do you
I
think
have
it's
no
gonna help?
fucking clue.
Well, look. So this is the thing.
No one wants to go to war.
This is the thing. Well, no. This is the thing. He kept saying. There was a whole bunch of old tweets that came up of him like criticizing Obama's presidency and saying that like Obama was gonna start a war to be reelected or something, shit like that, and he ended up doing the exact same thing.
That's true.
Like
But-
he ended up doing it. Like so, it's like.
But I feel like is that really gonna help have people vote for him because he's
I
starting
mean,
a war?
weird fucking like America, like middle of America, fucking
I wonder.
USA.
I'm so over it. don't
I
give
just
a
hope
fuck.
that I'm past the age of entering the draft. I hope I don't get drafted.
First of
whatever
all, there's not
happens.
gonna be a draft. That's
I'm
like,
gonna be
that's
no
like
help
Twitter.
to the army. I'm
You're
gonna
25. You have no physical ability at
Yeah.
all.
Just in case
You'll
they
be
want to
alright.
take me, I'm gonna make things worse. I'm gonna like drop a grenade
Imagine
like
Yuri on the
inside the bunker,
battlefield.
dude.
Technically, you're Russian. They all know that you
Yeah.
would
I
easily
have dual
turn and become a
citizenship.
spy.
They probably won't even take me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they can't
But like,
trust
you
you.
know that's
That's
like just
true.
like Twitter meme shit. And that's not actual. Like they're not
No, yeah,
probably
of
gonna
course.
like they have.
They're not going to do a draft because that's not how wars are fought these days. If they're going to do anything, they're going to have a fucking guy sitting in his fucking office fiddling with a computer, dropping bombs and drones and shit. You know?
Yeah, which is even more fucked.
It's not going to be like the old days where they needed like 100,000 dudes to go march into fucking Germany to defend our honor. Like, like nowadays, they're just like fucking. It's like a guy sitting there playing fucking Counter-Strike.
So then, in that case, Yuri might be the best soldier around.
That's true. I was gonna say that job might not seem too bad.
They
actually.
might want a gamer girl.
As long as like
They're gonna have to enlist Ninja. That's how serious shit's gonna get.
that was a big meme as well. That Ninja was going to be enlisted.
Really?
Yeah.
I like that.
That was a
kinda
big
checked
meme
out from the
where in
memes.
fucking weird Yuri.
Just on the internet, you know, in the cloud.
In the
world.
Yuri Discord.
In the Yuri cord.
Do you, do you really have a Discord?
I do. I have a Yuri cord.
What is
Shout out to
Discord?
Zaya for making it for me.
Always hear you say that, but what is it?
It's basically a place that like anyone that kind of fucks with you and kind of likes to keep up with what you're doing. It's a place they can all like just talk to each other.
Little
And
chat room.
A chat room, basically.
How many people you got in there?
Like 60.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god, can we talk about this? The other day, Yuri
group
was
chat.
live streaming, and there were only 3 people watching, and they were all girls that were on his tip.
That's crazy.
Unibrow and 2 more.
Really? Yo. Did you see that girl I sent in the group chat the other day?
Yes, smoking hot 20-year-old
was
from
telling her,
Maryland
I
that
don't
wants to
believe it.
fuck you.
Yeah, I don't believe it.
But
Why?
She DM'd like.
It doesn't look
She
fake.
said I'm the man of her dreams. By what standard?
Listen, she's a No Jumper fan. Who knows
Yeah,
what the
who
fuck
knows
is
what the-
wrong with her?
Yeah.
She wants to fuck you. You need to get on
Bruh.
it.
You need to like.
Fly her out. Actually, don't fly her out. Make her fly herself out.
Yeah. She'll fly herself out. Literally save like $180.
Oh my
Bro,
god.
this
To
girl
what, to
is
go to
in her
Applebee's?
prime. I started
they-
looking through her
just fucking go to the
Instagram.
hotel.
She's 20 right now. It's like it's a real account. I was looking at her
Yeah,
comments and
she-
stuff because I wanted to make sure it was real. She's got like comments from people that she knows and shit. Like,
You
It's
think
legit.
I could have been catfished for a second?
I think she
No, I
likes you just like Sophia.
Yeah.
Is Sophia gonna get mad about this?
That's what I don't know. I've been talking
Have
to
you been
Sophia,
talk-
so I'm not trying to
have
be
you
like
been talking
talking
to
to
her
all
for
these
real?
girls and stuff like that. I don't trust this random girl. Sophia seems genuine. There's no reason for her to like me.
There's no
Sophia.
reason for
So-
anybody
so
to
I
like
feel
you.
it's
Wait,
genuine.
There's
Your
no reason for anybody to like
personality.
you, first of
Yeah,
all.
come on, Yuri.
I guess
don't
so,
downplay
yeah, okay,
yourself.
there you
Yeah,
go.
stop downplaying yourself so
But what
hard.
I'm saying is,
That's
like,
why
if-
we're so mean to you, is because you don't, you know, you
Believe in yourself.
gotta believe in
Don't be
yourself.
self-deprecating.
Believe that hot bitches want to fuck you.
Dude.
Look,
that's-
if we're gonna be honest, like random white bitch from Maryland, no.
What?
that's
Why
what I'm
not?
saying.
'Cause-
Because it's too good to be true.
No, it's not too.
She's
good to
not
be
too
true.
good to be
She
true.
has-
She's
wait,
a
wait,
regular girl.
wait,
She's
wait,
a hotter
wait,
than
wait.
average. Who cares?
She can find literally like a
Yuri,
guy with a
shut
lot
up,
of
shut up.
money who's
Yeah,
gonna take
Yuri,
care
shut
of
up.
her.
You can't
Yuri.
walk through life that way. Brandon could use that logic. I could use that logic.
Anybody could use that logic. What are you
Brandon's
talking about?
girlfriend could probably do better than him
But
if she
the-
really wanted to.
you can see
Lena,
that you
Lena
can see
could
that
leave
they're in a
Adam.
genuine
Shut up,
relationship.
Yuri.
Lena could go
leave
date
Adam
Gunna.
like what are you talking about?
But you're Adam 22.
Wait.
You know,
But
so
no,
that's different.
shut up. You're Yuri. What are you talking about? Wait. I just have one question. How the fuck is this random bitch, white bitch from Maryland, in the middle of nowhere, with 2,000 followers, too good to be true, but a supermodel
Yeah,
with
Sophia.
400,000 followers isn't too good? What the? What logic do you
the
make?
thing is,
That
the
makes no sense.
supermodel has nothing to gain from being my friend.
None-
This
neither-
other girl who's in the middle of nowhere, who like is a fan of No Jumper, has something.
But you
to
have
gain
no
from being my
reason to
friend.
believe that she's a clout chaser just yet.
What are you talking about?
There's
And why would?
What
and why
does she
would
have
that
to
matter?
gain? She's gonna get like a couple thousand followers, maybe,
No,
if she
no,
comes
from
on
Yuri?
here.
No, she's not.
She
Hotter
could blow
than-
up, to be honest. If she came on here and was acting
Why-
like a real hoe,
You think we would bring her on here?
I
the
kind
new
of would.
Selena Powell?
I actually, to be honest, I want her to fly out here. I actually almost will pay to fly her out here so that she can sleep with you, so that you can then both come on the podcast afterwards and we can just
jeez.
talk about it.
No, you should fly the other one out then if you're gonna do that.
Sophia, she could fly herself out. She got money. She's a model.
oh god.
Hi,
She said-
Sophia. How you doing?
She
Hi,
said she's
Sophia.
coming to LA soon. So
Are you gonna hang out with her? Yes or
Of
no?
course, yeah. We already I already said I'm gonna show her around LA and stuff like that.
I
so
wonder if
that's
she would
gonna be-
even
Show her
want to come
around,
on.
nigga. She's probably been here, but hella
Yeah, but she
times.
said
You
she
should
didn't
take
do
her on top of
anything.
some abandoned buildings and shit.
Exactly.
I want to know what
gonna
her life
climb a
was like
building.
when she was here.
What happened?
She said it was boring. She said I've been to LA before, but I didn't do much. And
Yeah,
I
because
was like,
she's probably shooting and then went.
exactly. And I
Her
was-
definition of didn't do much, she probably still like went to One Oak and went to Chris Brown's
Exactly.
spoke at a
house.
chow 3 times in a day or something like that.
She
Exactly.
went. She
yeah.
went. Did a photo shoot. Went to fucking Dan Bilzerian's house.
Yeah, exactly.
he threw her off the roof because she had a unibrow.
She
And,
ended the night at fucking, some crazy club.
like
Her not doing anything is different, maybe, than you're not doing
Bro, she
anything.
was in,
Although I
like,
wouldn't be
Vogue.
surprised.
I feel like I should let her know a little bit more about my, position in life before she flies out to LA to
No,
You
meet me.
need to start doing the long FaceTime calls with her. That's how you
should
really
do
get to
that,
know a girl.
yeah.
Sit on FaceTime with her for 45 minutes. Be like,
45 minutes, nigga, 4 hours.
Can I get a FaceTime date? Ask her.
Nah, that what you do is get the number, you start texting her, and then you just FaceTime her randomly.
That's true. I don't know why we haven't FaceTime yet.
That's
I
what
don't
you
know.
do. You got a number.
You got to
can
send
text
that.
her?
That's an alpha male move. Just hitting the FaceTime because
FaceTime date?
that's you saying to her, hey, I don't give a fuck what you're doing. Talk to me. Give me your time. I don't care. You're getting your nails done.
Yeah.
You in bed. You hang out with some other guy.
That's true.
And if she doesn't pick up, it's like,
Yeah.
okay. But hey, I
then
tried.
she might
I
call
tried
you
to
back.
confront you directly.
I don't think that's like such.
So
a
I
big
should
move.
FaceTime her just out of the blue, just immediately?
No, just like be
or
text.
DM her.
Just
and be
wait.
like, yo.
What? Do you have her number?
No.
You need to think
Get the
about
number.
what time
She
it
lives
is,
in
where
London, so her
she's
number's
at.
probably all
You
different.
really need to think
So,
about that
you
because
think you
calling
can
her
still
at 8 in
text
the
her?
morning could be weird.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say our times are on complete opposite ends. Like when I go,
All you have to do is
when
go
it's
on your,
midnight for me. She's
if
just
you just
waking
go
up.
on your phone, it'll tell you the different times on the world clock.
No, yeah, I haven't.
Okay, so then nigga, so call
It
her.
says Sophia time.
So call her when it's normal time, bro.
It would have to be like 1 a.m.
Bro,
or 2
listen.
a.m.
We're jumping the gun here. You need to first just get the number first. What are we even talking?
But the
about?
number would be like I wouldn't be. It would have to be like an
Bro,
international call.
Bro, do you not understand the
I'll just
basic?
Instagram-
Do you not understand how anything
FaceTime.
works?
I'll Instagram video call her.
You can FaceTime.
FaceTime.
She has an iPhone. You can iMessage her.
That doesn't
and then you
apply.
can-
FaceTime
Oh
works
my
differently.
fucking
Okay,
God.
now
You
I
have
know.
Wi-Fi at your house? It's not an international call.
Yes, I
Don't
do.
do it
I
when you're just walking around town.
Don't
Do it
just
when you're on
walk around
Wi-Fi.
town and call her a regular call. We said FaceTime
Is she
her.
texting Blue? She doesn't have a Galaxy GS or whatever.
No, why would she have a Galaxy?
No.
She's a supermodel.
She's a real deal. She's got to have an iPhone. Maybe she got a brand deal.
Oh, she probably has menu
With
brand
Samsung?
deals.
Damn. Yo, what if you try to roast a bitch about having an Android? She's like, actually,
I know,
I
right?
got a brand deal with Samsung.
I bought my house with this
Yeah,
phone.
actually, those phones are probably super tight though. We're just closed-minded as fuck, and we want
They
everybody
are.
to text Blue.
The only reason why I don't use my Android that I recently got is because I can't
Dude,
be
I
in the group
recently
chat
did.
Yes.
messages.
See,
That's
right
the
there.
only reason.
That's crazy. That right there, Apple has made it so that it's like basically, if you work for almost anybody, you're gonna be using text messages and shit. You know, you can't fucking.
As soon as Android comes out with some sort of app that you can like transfers that information
But
over,
it would
it's
have to
over.
be so smooth that it just worked perfectly with the
Exactly.
iMessage, and I don't
That's the
think
only
Apple would
problem.
ever let them do that.
Yeah, they won't.
Apple knows what they got. They got a nice walled-off garden.
Dude, even Apple right now
I'm
they
so blind. I'm trying to read the topics.
invented the USB, so every time someone uses a USB, they get paid.
Oh man.
Everything.
Apple did.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have like a new USB shit.
They invented every USB, every 2.1, 1 point, every
Really?
one is Apple's. Yeah.
I didn't
This
even
new
know
So
that.
every time some company uses a USB port, Apple gets a piece.
And then
of
they
that.
just keep making new ones.
I gotta make sure I don't buy a bunch of fucking phone chargers because the new iPhone has the new charger, like
Exactly.
the same one that you use for the Switch, the same one you use for the
USB-C.
laptop.
Which
Oh,
is the
that's all
best.
the same one?
That's the
Yeah,
best
it's
port
about
ever.
on the new one on the iPhone 11.
damn
Yeah,
it.
With that port, you can use it as an HDMI cable, as an audio source for charging. That's like everything.
that's
in
kinda
one.
tight, I'm not
It's
gonna
like
lie.
literally everything you need.
See,
in
like
one.
this is why I need to tap in with you on certain shit.
Tech tips with Yuri.
I know, right?
Oh,
that
yo,
should be a
that could
thing.
be a new segment.
Streetwear with Housephone, tech tips with Yuri,
Smoking
and
weed
how to
with
be
Vegan.
homeless with Vegan.
Who would be interested in seeing
Smoking
the tech
kush
tips
with
with you?
Vegan.
How to
I'll teach you guys
grind
how
a
to grow
rail
weed or something.
and live on
You
the
still haven't
streets.
taught me in the fucking 5 years.
I
I've
try
known
to
you.
teach everybody how, they just never figure it
I
out.
know.
To what? To roll.
How to go viral on
to just
YouTube
roll
with
it.
Try to
Vegan.
teach you how to roll spliffs. You can do it.
I was telling Began today that you guys started TikTok. I want everybody out there to follow Began on Instagram so you can see the link to his
Oh my
TikTok that he's
God.
gonna make.
Begin's the next pretty boy TikTok dude.
But don't you think
Oh
if
my
Began
God.
just had his
Cool
little
bike clip,
his ambient BMX clips of him just like riding up a tree stump and grinding a ledge or
Like something
whatever?
that like loops nice.
I don't know
Yeah.
too much about TikTok to say, to be honest. I don't
I
watch
don't
any.
think
Fuck you, because I'm a
haven't
TikTok
today.
expert. I've been to the Hype House.
No, you've
I'm
watched
just kidding.
videos
No, I
about the
watched a
Hype
video
House.
about the Hype
Yeah.
House, and I'm very into it. The Hype House is
Do you
very
even have
exciting.
TikTok installed on your phone?
I do.
Yes. But I
don't.
I think I only followed the Hype House. And no, I followed a bunch of random like corporate accounts when I first got it, NBA, shit like that, just because I want to see what they're posting.
Should
When
we
I'm-
cover any topics? Or should
When
we
I
just
made
keep it?
when I'm
TikTok is a topic.
TikTok
buddy.
is a topic. When I made that song about the school shooters and shit, I had a couple like people like popular TikTok people make them. So that's the only reason why I have it on my phone. And those are the only people that I follow.
That's a new way to blow up. There's literally like,
That's so it's like old now, but
yeah, it's actually kind of fucking.
it's
old.
like once there's YouTube videos about how to do it, then it's like it's already the sauce is already almost gone.
But you know what's funny is that now the fucking it's popular on TikTok. It's like that is such a bullshit way to explain away everything. Like that's what they tried to say about the new French Montana album. Is like, oh, it's popular on TikTok or whatever.
That
But then
explains it.
they proved that he was like buying streams or like fucking allegedly he like hacked into people's accounts. Like somehow they have something.
The other way around that French Montana was saying that 50 Cent was buying streams.
50 Cent is saying that French Montana, because French just put out his project. And also, why French, I think, I haven't been following the 50 Cent French thing that closely.
Kind of ended quickly.
How is, no, it didn't. It's still
It
going.
did, yeah.
How is French Montana really flexing by a 2008 Bugatti? That's like kind of old.
And I was gonna say, like,
I mean, they're still really expensive.
They're
I
still
know,
really
but it's still
expensive.
2008 is fucking
Who said it was a
old for any
2008?
car. It is. That's like what
I think
50
he said 2012, right?
No,
Or
50,
is it
50 Cent
8?
was saying that he leased it or some shit, and it's like, so?
In this day and age, it's
2012
funny
is
as
old.
fuck because it's like anyone who really wants to brag about their material possessions and isn't being 100%, forthcoming about it. It's
Okay.
very easy for people to fucking figure it out.
Yeah, but
now.
it's like, you just sound salty as fuck. Like he has a Bugatti regardless if he's paying for it monthly, if he fucking outright owns it, he still is paying to have a Bugatti and has a Bugatti.
How did we all know that Brian Purper's chains were fake back in the day?
Because they were fake. We just know. This
We're
nigga-
all expert enough to know that.
No, but I'm just saying, like, it's like honestly, 50 Cent just be looking for reasons to just like hate
But
on
who
niggas.
really listens to French Montana nowadays?
Well, this is the
Apparently
thing.
not many people because
That's what
I've
I'm
not
saying.
heard
I don't-
anybody talk
well,
about his
listen,
album.
anyone who listens.
No,
to
but this is the thing though. If you really think about it, okay, all of the songs that are the most popular by him, but he's a singles artist. He's not out. Nobody's
Yeah.
downloading his whole album and listen to his whole album. The reason why it went gold or whatever in like 2 days or whatever is because he took a whole bunch of old ass songs. Like I think they're like Lockjaw. I think even the Unforgettable song. First of all, those are both songs that is like he's becoming like a DJ Khaled type person where like he'll still rap on the song, but it's kind of like he's cultivating the features and shit.
He's faking streams.
I don't know. Bro.
Yeah. They're all saying he is. They're saying they got evidence of people who like have never listened to French
That's what I'm
Montana,
saying.
and it's being listed as
wait,
their
I
don't know
most recent
anyone
played
who
song.
votes
Hold on, wait. What? Explain again.
There's like people on Twitter. This is what the whole thing is. If you don't know about this, then you have no idea what we're talking about.
No,
It's like
I have
French Montana
1000%.
had. There's people on Twitter who are credibly accusing him, the label, whoever, of
of buying
basically. Their accounts are showing that they've been listening to French Montana's new songs, and they have never gone out of their way to do it. And I believe it. And I believe it, number one, because I want to believe it, because it's funny and interesting. And number two, because it just seems like the kind of thing that a guy like French Montana would do. He's just kind of like a grimy guy.
so
you don't give a fuck.
Okay, hold on. So you are completely discrediting the fact that he's taking songs that have went gold and platinum and putting them on the recent album. And that's not
But
why.
does that actually count? Like,
Yes, it
you
does.
could say that your project's gold because of an old ass song. I thought that they
Yeah, it's
changed
kinda
that
weird.
or
It's,
something.
it's because they count the all-time stream. Well, like, Billboard doesn't count the all-time streams, but RA
Right.
whatever counts the all-time streams.
I was also gonna say
So
I
that
might
does
be
count.
overanalyzing, but also was gonna say that video kind of feels like it's coming from a place of insecurity. It feels like sometimes when people flex, it just comes from like a like a random like this is like a
are you
life
talking about
flex.
him flexing the
The
Bugatti?
Bugatti, but that Bugatti video just seemed like it came like he was really going out of his way trying to flex the Bugatti.
I
even
was
though
a
it's
French
2008,
Montana fan back in the day when
model.
he got shot in the head. When he was doing the Cocaine City videos, and
I
that,
think this is a weed pen.
it's funny
Eagle
because
Energy.
you saying that, shout out to Eagle Energy. You saying like the French Montana is like a pop artist or like a singles based artist at this point. It's funny because it is true, but it's like the
Nobody's
reason
listening
why
to
I
that
liked him back in the day is because he was just on some G shit. Like him and Max B.
Mac and cheese, all that mac
They
and
were
cheese
grimy
albums.
as fuck, bro. That's the French that I like.
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird for me to see him become this guy who like clearly like wants to make all these hit records and shit.
I
and,
mean,
like,
he
it's
not
just-
wanting to. That nigga's doing it, bro.
He's done it,
going
yeah.
crazy.
Good for him. But I mean,
I'm just saying you got to look at it. You got to like. There's different ways to look at it, and also shout out to Hello Yassine for all this info that I got because I would have not known what the
What
fuck.
is that?
He's a YouTuber that does like rap analyst type shit.
I'm sure you didn't see it, but Trap Lord Ross put me in one of his
I
videos.
did. No, I did see that,
You
yeah.
watched that whole hour-long thing?
Yeah.
Oh, you
I
a big fan.
I
Okay.
would literally watch all his videos.
You're
Yeah.
a Trap
Household's
Lord
a
Ross
YouTuber.
gang.
You be watching a lot of YouTube.
I watch
It's
rap
true.
YouTube though, and sneaker YouTube. That's it. I'm not really like tapped into nerd Yuri shit.
It's weird because a lot of that stuff, I watch like political shit and like shit that's like a little bit more
In depth.
now.
Because I'm old.
I know it sucks. I feel like a fucking old
No,
man.
but honestly though, like when I was watching this thing about like like the city of the future and fucking all this shit that Elon Musk is working on and shit, and I'm just like, damn, why am I worried about like sneakers and stupid ass shit? I need to be fucking worried about the
Did you
planet.
guys see the stream the other day that he was doing?
Man.
No, for real. You said what?
They just
were
want
like
to distract you.
They were testing out like some of his rockets or whatever, like landing some of the rockets, and they were doing a stream of it, and the stream had 200,000 concurrent viewers.
You
which is
always
crazy.
are telling us how many viewers somebody had on stream.
I just thought that was insane.
That is a lot.
I was like, dude, for
But to put it in
to watch a
perspective,
rocket land?
we had 20,000 when Bad Baby was on here,
Dude.
and Trippy Red.
Speaking
20
of Bad
can.
Baby, Adrian Boner slides in the
I
DM.
Back to it,
How
back to
old
it.
is he, dude?
He's like a grown ass man. He's like 30 fucking 5.
He has to have
something.
CTE. There's no way he's.
What he has said? What?
He said that he just had no idea how old she was. I'm sorry, but she is famous for
being
being
young.
like really
A
young.
crazy young person. Yeah.
Everybody who knows about it, like he said, text me, crazy girl.
Oh my god.
That's what he actually said. Text me,
And she just
crazy girl.
And she just screenshots it and put us on the story.
So weird. But like, if he knows enough about her to know that she's crazy, he should know enough about her to know that she is not old enough for you to be hollering at. So I was very, very
I feel
surprised
like
by that
maybe
one.
he's just looked at a picture of her and saw the tattoos, and he's like, tattoos, 18. You
How
know what I mean?
stupid is he? Like, is he like the
Okay,
dumbest motherfucker
okay,
on
okay,
earth?
okay.
Because then it kind of
Okay,
makes sense
okay,
to me.
okay, okay.
He's an idiot.
Let's
IG as well for not having
for having people's age.
He blamed Instagram because it didn't
He
say
did.
the shit.
He blamed Instagram because it didn't say
There
her
should
age.
be a label so I
mean,
don't be DMing
I
her.
think it does, like it tells you people's year on Twitter. Some people can hide it or not.
Yeah, I think I hid my birthday because it's depressing.
But a lot of
Yeah,
people are
me
gonna fake their birthday just so they can start the Twitter.
Obviously, yeah, that's facts.
Fucking probably almost
Listen,
everybody.
okay, listen.
Like,
Let's
who
give
is
him the
young?
benefit of the doubt. Says that he didn't know her or didn't know anything about her. He just clicks on the page. Oh shit! Look at this bitch, bro.
Does she
What if
look
he
like a
re-
grown woman to you?
No, but have you
At
not,
all.
Have
I was
you
gonna say that.
not
You-
seen
Not even a
her
little
recently?
bit.
Have you not like? She's fully tatted. She had on hella makeup, hella
The tattoos
eyelashes.
is the only thing that will make you question. You're gonna think like, there's
No,
no way
'cause-
a person under 18 has that many tattoos.
We all know her from like when she first became relevant. If you just saw her right now, she looks like well over 18 now. She looks like it.
I have always looked at Danielle and thought, I can't believe that dudes that I know, granted they're really young, but
Yeah.
dudes that I know
Or
are out
dude,
here
yeah.
hooking up with her because she looks like a little fucking
but you
child
also know,
to
but
me.
you also know that was like what almost 3 years ago when you did that interview with her.
I
when
agree.
you-
Yeah,
when
that
you
was
sat
like
with
2
her in
years
real life.
ago, and she granted looked a lot younger then. But when I look at her now, even with like the puffed up lips and shit,
But I
she's
say,
trying to
can-
look
can
more
somebody-
adult.
can
She
somebody pull
still
up-
looks like a little fucking kid.
Can somebody pull up like
Maybe
the
she
most
might
recent?
pass for 18 at most.
It's
you know what I
she
mean?
has 2 more years roughly, like
Exactly,
almost 2
dude.
full years
He-
till she will be legal.
regardless, he
This
is a-
dude is. I'm not
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, maybe whatever. At
regardless,
least he
he's
didn't
old
do
as shit.
anything. But he's got to be the dumbest motherfucker on earth.
Yeah, facts.
You know.
Oh
I was
my
just-
God.
I'm just
I
trying to
wonder
give
what
it a-
time he DM'd her.
Oh,
That would say a lot,
Oh, that would
honestly.
say a lot.
We need to know what time zone he was in as well. We need to know where Sophia was as well.
Yeah, no,
oh,
she
look,
did.
Lou has pulled up her Instagram.
she looks different, dude.
She looks like a
kid still,
fucking
though.
child TikTok
she's
star,
still-
which is what she is.
Yeah, exactly. She
Yeah.
looks mad different. What the hell?
No,
She-
but she still looks like a kid though.
But like,
Yeah, no, he's tweaking.
these photos suck,
I
bro.
tried to-
Look,
yeah.
look at that one. Go to that bottom right one right there. Can they see this right now?
No.
No.
Oh yeah, that's why I was telling you to pull it up. So they can
Who is this African American queen, bro?
Right, like,
She's
Because
Hispanic.
this is she getting accused of being like trying to look like a black woman now?
Culturally appropriate.
Bro, they all like all these white bitches.
There's a
try to
lot
do
of
that now.
Facetune going on or something for sure.
The white women have just decided that they don't give a fuck because yes, Jules with the braids and Bad Baby doing whatever the fuck
Yeah,
she's
they
I feel
doing.
like the braid
don't
argument
give
is
a
already
fuck.
old though. It's been like it's hard
Yuri,
to
you
argue
have-
who
It's not
came
old.
up with
It's
it.
not
It's not
old.
old.
Yuri.
They're still ready to
Yuri,
go.
You have no place speaking on that at all.
Okay, I'll
You're like white and a nerd. And you have no idea what you're talking about.
I
Just-
wanted to get braids before and I decided not
Yuri.
Nobody
You
gives a
look-
fuck what you do. If
Yeah,
you got
like-
braids, actually, if you got braids, it will look funny as fuck. You're
Yeah.
gonna look like Chad Muska.
Yeah, just don't do that.
Back
Yeah,
in the
you just-
day.
you
But
have
then I
no-
looked into how do you take care of her braids? And it was too much work. I was like, how do I
It's
do
just
this?
Yuri. No,
Don't.
just like
Imagine Yuri was
You don't.
you
need
have
that.
no right to speak on any of that. You can't say that's an old argument. What are you talking about? bro?
Listen, it is an old argument, but it doesn't mean that the argument
It's
is not
not
going to be
relevant.
brought
Because it's
out
been
once
proven
again.
that the braids have gone back to many old cultures before, the
Oh,
Greeks
Yuri,
and all
shut
this
the
stuff.
fuck up. It's not even.
Listen, the woke queens on Twitter do not give a fuck about that argument.
No facts.
They
on
don't care
Twitter.
about what the fuck you got to say in general,
Yuri,
realistically.
Yuri,
And
shut
listen,
up.
Okay, okay.
You're Russian. Shut up.
If you're the kind of person who doesn't give a fuck what the mean girls on Twitter are going to say about you, it is what it is. You can do what you want.
I don't have Twitter. So
But
I
if
don't.
you're in the position of Bad Baby or Yes Jules, who have both like done the braid thing very heavily, when I look at some of those photos of Bad Baby, I'm like, holy shit, it looks like she's trying to look like a black woman.
it's
So
not-
hardcore. They're like baiting the women on Twitter.
exactly
Like they're not avoiding the smoke.
It's
They're
like-
running towards
look,
the
it's-
smoke.
It's like at this point, it's not about the braid shit specifically. It's just like it's the whole concept of like taking black culture and like especially for white women and like white women like lusting after black dudes and like all that shit and like just like trying to look ghetto and like super long nails and like all the gold jewelry and talking bitch. It's like taken from that culture and then like shitting on black women and then like
or just
like,
ignoring them and leaving them out of
yeah.
the equation.
It's like so it's not just that, like it's a whole thing. It's a whole bigger
Yeah.
thing than just braids.
And a
Yuri.
lot of times you'll see straight up, like you'll see a black woman who's on Instagram, whatever, like doing a certain type of content, a certain type of like joke or antics or types of photos or whatever. And then you just have some white woman or even white dudes and shit
Yeah.
I've seen who just take the same exact fucking
rip it.
jokes and blow up. And the fucking black woman who's doing it first gets left in the dust. Like, I feel you that probably people get called out for a lot of cultural appropriation
course,
shit
yeah.
that is fucking bullshit because realistically it's like, you know, white people can make burritos, like it's okay,
Yeah, right.
you know, but like there's just a lot of shit that I have seen that I think is very valid in terms of like, and it's not even necessarily people being conscious of it because like when you see a bunch of people just start following somebody on Instagram, they don't even fucking know what the source code that this person is cribbing from is. Like, you can't really blame the people who are making these people go viral because they don't know about some woman of color who didn't get the same fan base for doing a very similar thing. And also, a lot of it is the intangibles of like why somebody might blow up. So you kind of can't blame people in general. But I mean, yeah. Anyway, I see so many people doing the memes with Yes Jules just being like, oh, like look, Black Queen, whatever. Because
definitely said that on Twitter.
yeah, because the hair thing is so crazy. But did you see what they got on her about? That some girl called her out saying that her and like 5 other artists signed to Yes Jules' label, and that she's done
would they do
absolutely right. That's what a lot of the memes were. It's like, oh wow, you signed to Yes Jules' label. Like that's amazing. That's crazy. That didn't work out. But
No, but you know who she really did help perpetuate?
Shake.
Yeah,
yeah,
dude,
but then
1000%.
Shake dipped the second she started to get any kind
Yeah,
of
they-
love outside of that shit.
Because what, she helped her get on that Kanye album. I mean, not helped her get on the Kanye album, but yeah.
But Jules was out there during all that
That's what I'm
Kanye shit and
saying.
everything. But then as soon as Shake gets on the album, starts to get popping, boom, she's out of the Jules thing. And a lot of the artists that Jules signed are 070. But those artists now are like speaking out and saying like, yo, like she's not doing anything for us. She's blocking our music from coming out, blah, blah, blah. So that shit all blew up on Twitter over the
Blocking their
weekend.
music from coming out.
I,
Because,
hey, I don't know. But that was the controversy on Twitter over the weekend or last week.
I don't know, man. It's honestly, it's crazy you brought up that point because about just like how people, like, I don't know, like some white women or white people or just people in general will just like have this team and they'll like, you know, steal from smaller creators or whatever and then just like take the sauce and just like not even credit it. My homegirl was telling me about basically Yes Jules doing that to her.
Really?
And yeah, like my homegirl's a DJ and she was like telling me like she was like that every time she meets her in real life, she's like, how, like, nice to meet you type situation. But really, like, her manager or, like, somebody follows her close and she just be, like, just swag jocking little shit off her. And it's, like, so weird. Like, I don't know, man. Shit's weird out here. This music shit is weird, bro. This whole industry shit.
I got nothing against Jules. I don't give a fuck about her one way or another. But the thing that
I'll fuck, though.
Huh?
She got the...
I mean, now's your time.
Now's my time?
You might want, I don't know. But but all I'm saying.
You say you're gonna go to Miami soon, right?
I know. I gotta get a little more popping first.
But one thing I found really
Can't believe
interesting.
you should date Rob Banks. That was so random. Sorry.
No, for real. That's just
That's the most random.
that is so random.
I was at the studio with him and like somebody at the Good Music Studio, and he just like on FaceTime with her in the parking lot, and I was just like, "Are they really?" My bad, Rob. I'm not even trying to expose you, but that was just.
I just remember while he was dating her that there was one point where he was just on Twitter, just like, "Yo, me and my boys at the Atlanta airport, who got Percocets?" And I'm just like, this just does not. And this was kind of before like Jules's career, maybe like sort of went where it's at now or whatever, and like it just seems so like, wow, that is maybe. That's a weird thing, branding wise.
Also, who's about to smuggle perks inside of the airport into the terminal?
Do you think that Rob Banks had a fan who would have came through with a bunch of perks, would have bought a flight just to get on onto the same gate?
Well, what you could do
Get
is
through TSA
you could
for
pull
it.
up to the terminal. He could go out of TSA if he had enough time, get the perks, and
That's
then go
real.
back.
That's what he definitely should have done.
Because I've been at the airport, went outside, smoked weed before, and went back.
Yeah, no problem.
You posted on Instagram, I think.
It's nothing,
No,
bro. You can
no.
smoke at LAX. It don't matter.
Yeah. No, see,
I have, so
but
I'm not
like
gonna lie.
I used to
it's all
hear,
good.
I thought this was a myth that they had smoking sections in some terminals until I started going to nicer.
But you can't smoke weed in there.
No, but it's still, I
That'd be
mean,
lit,
it's
though.
still a smoking terminal. Like you could smoke a little spliff, nobody would even know.
It has to be like a 30-70 ratio.
know.
Dude, the fucking the
I would
split, the
do it. I
weed
don't know if I
smells
would risk
so different than
Yeah.
the
I would do
cigarette
it. I'm
smell.
sorry.
I mean,
Because I smoked right in front of the airport.
but
dude.
you're right though. If I did have a fucking thing rolled right there, like a spliff, not a wood for sure.
No, not a
but
fucking
if you're
big-
in a room that is just all smoke at the
It has to
airport,
be
It wasn't-
hot box.
No, no,
like,
no.
there's
Nah,
no
nah.
employees in there. It's
No.
fucking every man for himself. That's like the
There are
jail
employees
of the fucking free land on
for
at
real,
the
for real.
airport.
For real. And the one that I
cancer
just
jail.
the one that I was just in, the one that I was just in, it
You
wasn't
should
hot
fade
box.
a random person in the fucking smoking room. Imagine you just fucking are just fighting some
Wait,
fool
first of all-
and everybody's crowded around watching you.
Y'all
and
niggas
they're
are
all
all-
smoking.
Y'all niggas are all stupid. This isn't 1970s. It's not hot box, nigga. It's open
The ceiling's open.
It
Yeah,
has
it's
like
like
a
open.
vacuum.
So it just
vent
leaks over
thing.
into
No,
the
nigga.
I've seen it where it
section.
was fucking
I've never
a ceiling on that shit.
never
I
Yeah,
think.
exactly.
Yeah, I've been in one of those.
Nah, the one at LAX in the last terminal I was in, it was you go through a door and then like the ceiling and shit was up. Like
Where's
was
there
open.
one at LAX?
It was like in a random
The
like,
bathroom.
I was going to Seattle and it was like in the terminal, whatever terminal I was
Has
in.
anyone here come back from LAX and had to get an Uber recently?
Yo, you have to go take
my-
the bus
so
to the other spot
crazy.
now. It's
It's stupid.
It's nuts.
Bro, you need someone to pick you up.
Someone told me a trick to it the other day. I forgot what it was.
What?
Something about as soon as you get out, like you go to this one section of the airport where Ubers are allowed to pick you up from. But I forgot what it was.
That's not
That's
anymore.
fake.
I think it
I
was
don't
the
believe it.
car rental thing. You go through the car rental place.
Well, listen. Honestly, this is your two best bets. Your two best bets are you can get off and go to the fucking Green Line station, to the train station is right there, and call an Uber from there, or just walk out to the closest airport and call an Uber from there.
This is the thing.
Those
This
are
is,
the
this is what actually happens though, is that you basically get crowded onto it like a big ass shuttle bus, which sucks because everybody has all their luggage and shit, and they have to
Oh
like
my
put it on the
God.
front. Everybody
crazy.
crowds in the back, and then they drive you hella far, and like you have to order the Uber while you're sitting on the fucking bus, and then they drive you hella far to this area where it's like
like a
when
big
you're
parking
leaving
lot.
There's like 5
Coachella.
different places that you have to walk to.
But
Like
because
Uber's over here,
because
Lyft's
you
over there.
order it, it fucking like gives you a code, and you just walk up to the first Uber driver you see in that area, and you just give them the code. Boom, you're in there with them. They take you. So in that way, it's kind of convenient. But the whole shuttle process of
Yeah.
being like fucking carted
It's
through
fucking stupid.
all to this different area is kind of painful. I heard if you order the Uber XL though, that you can just go upstairs and they'll just pick you up right there.
That's what I'm saying. What the fuck?
But the
Dude,
Uber XL for me is going to be like an extra 50, 60
yeah.
bucks, but it
Jesus.
kind of seems
It's
worth
almost
it,
worth it at that point.
to not get it feels like this bizarre experience to
It's
have
like
to be
it's
involved
like you're
bro.
getting shipped off to a fucking concentration camp.
Yo, I didn't want
Oh
to
my
say it.
God.
I didn't want to say it, but it
I'll
has,
say it.
it has that kind of vibe.
Honestly, it felt
because
weird.
there's something about getting on the fucking
And I
bus
just got
with
off a
all your
flight.
luggage and everybody looks so drained. Like, oh,
We all just got.
When I flew back, like I just got back and it was like as soon as you get off the plane, it's like, yeah, that's the last thing I want to do. Sit on a fucking
Yeah.
bus.
Yeah,
and
right.
Then go try
And
to
it was
find
my
then go
first
find-
time
try to
doing it,
find
so
my
it was
Uber in this parking
particularly
lot, like-
horrible, you know. And everybody's cutting. The Chinese people don't
Hell
know about
yeah.
lines, so they're just rushing the shit. It's crazy.
Dude, no, I was watching Hook's story, and she had to take a shuttle from like literally you got off the plane onto a shuttle that took you to the actual shuttle, and then shuttle to the Uber section.
Oh, I ain't taking 2 shuttles. Fuck that.
Jeez.
Like
I'm doing the futsal shuttle.
they ain't even. Speaking of that, the video just came out.
I know the video looks like Uzi spent about 5 minutes filming it. It's
Nah,
like-
but it came out fire.
It's
though.
fire, but they used just all footage of other motherfuckers dancing. Tisa Korean up in there. Shout out
In there.
Tisa Korean.
Shout out Tisa.
But it's just such a weird video because it's kind of like all those like dance videos
I think
that
that
are
was the
like the
point, though.
rage these days.
Have you guys tried the futsal shuffle?
Bro, that shit looks so
It's
complicated.
so difficult, dude.
I need
tried
to go
do-
to
tried
I think you
learning.
guys
dance
both just
school.
have no rhythm at whatsoever.
That might play a factor, but there's also so many
Might play a
steps
factor.
involved. You know
It's
what I
not
mean?
really.
There's,
You go front, side, back, switch it up.
There's a lot of things involved. I don't know. I was watching the video over and over again. I couldn't do it.
The song sounds like an anime.
I like the songs.
Like a-
I
like a
love
weird
all the
anime
working
song.
on Dying Beats, and honestly, just seeing them evolve from fucking SoundCloud legends to
Yeah.
Seeing
like,
them produce for like actual rappers is crazy.
bro. Bro.
I remember when they were
working
like,
on Dying. Shout out
it
to
went-
them. Lou
went from,
has
like-
to show love. Lou's from Philadelphia.
yeah.
You don't want to let
Shout-
anybody forget.
Shout out Philly, shout out Maddox, shout out fucking work. Like watching them just like
That
you know,
Instagram girls
They
from
went from
Philly
fucking
too.
Black Cray to Drake.
like that's crazy.
That's fucked.
And fucking Birth Maddox gave him a whole career.
Damn.
Like just like they stuck to it, man.
Did
Shout
they
out
kick
to
the
Filthy,
one
bro.
fool out? Who,
Bro, that
Uzi
was
Spaz
the
done?
great. We didn't talk about that.
We did not talk about that, but you probably know more
Bro.
shit about this. Is he out of working on
man.
that? And what's his name again? Young
Forza.
Forza.
Young Forza. I'm
He
not
was
gonna lie.
on the
What happened-
podcast
what
back in the
Okay,
day.
you didn't see any of this?
Oh my God,
No.
Uzi
Okay,
fucking.
all right,
Wait. Let me
I'll
explain.
explain
Let me
it.
explain it.
Let's
kid
let
from
our
the video.
roving correspondent, little Housephone, tell us all about a random dude
Fill
getting
me in
kicked
here.
out of a producer collective that half the
He's
people
not a
watching this
random
don't even know
dude,
about.
first of all.
But not a
I've
random
met
dude,
this
but
kid a bunch of times before. That's why
a
I'm-
lot
that's
of
why I'm
people
saying
at home
I'm
don't
curious.
give a fuck. But hey, this
Yes,
is
they
No
do,
Jumper. We're
because
talking
he's
about it.
He was a producer of working on Dying who produced.
Oh, we
with
could
Lil
title
Uzi.
it something like, "Oh, Lil Uzi kicks out." Blah
Lil
blah blah.
Uzi's- yeah,
It's a
okay.
little late,
Is
but
it
we
the
could talk
kid from
about
that
it.
video? From
Anyway,
that
It has a
just
hook.
listen. Okay, so this is when Uzi was like replying to a whole bunch of people's tweets and like just saying like leaking a whole bunch of stuff, saying a whole bunch
That's
of
how
crazy
you know
shit.
he has an album coming out because he's
Yeah.
fucking talking on
He was
Twitter.
talking on Twitter about a whole bunch of shit, and basically, people were asking him questions. He was replying. Like someone was like, "Oh, you and Playboi Carti still cool?" He's like, "No." Someone said, like fuck, I forgot what it was that leaded to them asking, but someone asked like, "Oh, like what about your man Forza?" Like leaking music or something, and he was like, "What about Forza? He's right here." And then someone posted screenshots of Forza like selling unreleased fucking Uzi music in the DMs for like $1,000 or
While
something.
he was with Uzi.
Like
Yeah.
no, like this is something he probably did before, but Uzi was right.
No, but I'm
with-
saying, but they were together at the time.
yeah. So he's across the fucking room from
Getting
Uzi,
accused while they're
bro,
together,
and it's like happening in real time. Like the nigga is sending the screenshots, and fucking Uzi just like posts his long ass caption, and then they like kicked him out of the hotel or some shit, and we don't know what happened. But he was selling unreleased Uzi music for like $1,000.
If you are a
That's cheap, right?
yeah, yeah.
more.
Do you know
I
how much
mean,
like
Those
like,
songs are gonna make millions
those
of
songs are
dollars for
gonna-
the artist and the label.
But who's gonna buy
And
the
DJ
song? I mean,
Drama.
what can they do
Are you
with it?
stupid? Like are
They
you,
can't monetize the song,
Bro,
can they?
It's not about monetizing the song. They have it's the whole like Cardi, Uzi leak community. All their music is all leaked, and it's like their leaks have millions of views.
That's
and it's
true.
like he hasn't dropped the album in what like two years.
It would be tricky to
It's-
monetize it though, right?
It's not even about monetizing.
The
it. That's
problem
why.
is that they're realistically, if you leak it, you're not going to make much money off of
You're
it.
not
But
gonna
the
probably
people,
make
but
any.
someone like Uzi and the label miss out on a huge amount of money.
yeah.
And I mean,
I feel like it's just like a spiteful hit. There's
for
nothing
somebody
really you can
from
gain
a
out of it other
produ-
than, like,
it's not even being
$1,000, I
spiteful.
guess.
Like some of these people are just super fans and they're just like
Oh, they just
wanna
want
get
the music.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
they
like
don't
it's
care.
like you know it's like oh like what about this one snippet? And he's like oh he's like in the message he's like oh like that song's so old like
I
whatever.
don't want to be the person to just assume that Forza is 100% guilty
That's
and
what I was
everything.
saying too, yeah.
But at the same time, if he actually was doing that, that is fucking brazy
Yeah.
because that is like the number one thing that is a complete and total betrayal of the trust between an
Between you and the
artist and the
artist, yeah.
producer.
And that
if-
could have fucked shit up for their whole.
Oh, exactly. It could fuck
collective.
everybody else up. So I feel they definitely kicked him out, right? Is that official?
I mean, I don't know what happened behind the scenes. I know they posted a statement at first on Twitter about it. I mean, like they've all been friends, all made music, and like I'm pretty sure he might have like had an opportunity to explain himself afterwards or something like that. Because
Donnie's
I
here.
also
Big Kush.
don't want to believe that he would just fucking.
What up, Donnie?
But with something that expensive and like important as like a Uzi like leak, can't they pursue some sort of legal routes against this dude Forza, like sue him or
If
some
it
shit?
was successfully leaked and they could prove that it cost them shit, then yeah.
That's probably more of a
Yeah,
hassle.
I don't know if they would actually bother.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I don't know if they would bother one, two, like not even a diss to him, but I don't know if he has much for them to fucking
Exactly,
sue
yeah.
him that much for. Like it's like
Or just to like show him set an example, be like, yo, don't leak my shit, or else
No,
you're gonna get
no.
sued.
I don't think it's probably not worth their time.
no,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
I'd be more-
that's way less.
I would think
likely
that if they were really mad at them, they'd probably be more likely they would just like beat them up. Somebody would
and
beat
that's,
them
and
up.
that's exactly what he was saying. He was like, you lucky we didn't beat your ass. Like they like threw him out in the
Are you
cold.
talking about that one viral video where it was just like,
Yes.
you're leaking my shit?
Slow
No,
ass
that's no.
motherfucker.
Okay,
That's
okay,
an old ass
okay.
video.
Okay.
But
That's
no,
what I
this
thought. I thought
this
that was
video,
Forza.
this video is just this just happened. If you pay attention to the
Okay.
internet, this just happened. Like
One day we will
see.
have a pre-production meeting.
yeah. Anyway,
One
day.
house one's on time.
One day. Oh wow.
well, if
Oh,
you
you're
just
trying to blame
if you were
somebody.
just like not fucking retarded and like had anything had to do with what was
But
going on
he's
in
not
rap music.
supposed to be on the show normally,
know,
so you
huh?
can't really blame him.
know,
When
but
Cam
fuck.
Girl doesn't know about shit, I feel like I can be like, nah,
Okay,
Cam
you're
Girl.
right. You're right. All right.
Cam
I'm sorry,
Girl.
Yuri.
Where is
Honestly,
Cam
I love
Girl?
you. Oh, she.
Elephant in the room.
China.
You abused her and now she's not coming back?
Honestly though, I
You guys
abused
got
her. Honestly though, I'm gonna come clean. I'm gonna just be honest right now. I'm not really fucking with her right now. Anyway, she
Why?
did
Bum, bum,
she did some
bum.
weird snitch ass shit and told everything
About what?
to my shorty that wasn't my shorty.
The girl that is always here with you.
Yes, she just like told her a whole bunch of random ass shit that like I'm just like why? Like, did you fucking like take an ecstasy and was like, I just have to tell you, Monte did this and did that and did that.
So did you confront her about it?
I just like haven't even said anything. I'm just like, yo, like you're a snitch, bro. She's like, what are you talking about? I'm just
So
like,
she ratted you out for cheating and shit, I assume?
but not even like cheating, just like random ass shit, and just like told her like, like anything that I've told Kim in the last like 6 months, she just told her everything. And I'm just like, damn, why? Like for what?
Are you like not comfortable doing the podcast with her going forward?
No, I don't give a fuck. Like it's not.
That's
it's,
gonna be interesting. We
it's
gotta
not-
hash this out.
It's honestly not that big of a deal. Like that's
UFCX.
Kim is still Kim's still the homie. I don't care, but it's just like I just don't see the purpose. I guess because that's her friend too, or
You
some
think
shit.
it's a Korean thing?
I don't know, bro.
They
That's
don't have
like-
the same
That's
culture
what I'm
about
saying, that's their best
snitching?
friend, so
I
she
don't
probably
know.
felt
But it's not really her
Maybe.
best friend, bro. They're friends because of me, first of all. Second of all, my
Housephone, the
nigga.
linker of everyone.
Yeah. Second of all, nigga, I've known you longer. You're my friend first, to be honest.
I mean,
That's just kinda lame,
I mean,
bro.
imagine if Kim
Loyalty
fucking.
points.
I mean, I'm not saying I even know what happened here, but imagine if Kim told Lena a bunch of random ass shit that she fucking
Yeah, that's
maybe
what-
wouldn't want to know. I mean, obviously, I would be very upset about that.
You would
like
be
Kim,
mad, wouldn't
Kim,
you?
you're supposed to be fucking my homie first. You
That's
wouldn't
what
even
I'm
know
saying.
Lena if it wasn't for me. So why are you?
Bro.
True.
Not
That's
that I have
exact-
anything to hide. I have nothing to hide. I'm a great guy,
I mean,
perfect behavior.
I
Yeah.
didn't think I had anything to hide either. I was kind of just being honest with my friend, and she kind of just went back and just like told everything. It's like, God damn.
But so you think she was on ecstasy?
She even no, I was joking. She even like over exaggerated. Like I made a comment about the girl's friend like kind of like being hot or some shit, or like me like having a crush on her like as a joke, and she like even told her that.
That's super weird.
And I'm just like, bro, and like I'm at the house with the girl and her friend, and like she's like, you have a crush on,
Oh my
and I'm like,
God.
bro, what? I'm like, what are you talking about? She was like,
What?
Kim told me. I'm just like,
You're
what?
saying that Kim is the 6'9" of the No Jumper squad?
Damn.
Honestly, yeah, that I don't know, man. I'm honestly
Who's
not
doing
tripping.
the Photoshop?
I'm honestly not tripping.
I'm tripping.
What
That
if I
sounds
told-
crazy.
I was a little upset, man.
I
I
want
wasn't
answers,
gonna, I
Kim.
wasn't gonna talk about this, but I'm just like, damn, Kim.
Kim, I want
Damn,
answers.
I gotta be careful what I talk about on Kim, I guess.
Man.
Right?
Can't talk about those things.
I thought we were
What
like,
things?
I thought we were like this, man. I thought that was my best friend. I'm
You
sorry.
guys
to be
are like
gang
an
gang.
unmarried married couple.
No, she's like she dates
That's
my.
not
We're
she-
just
she-
friends.
She dates my really good friend. So calm down. That's weird for you to say.
Right.
Yuri. But yeah.
That's one thing everybody wants to know. Adam and Kim ever hook up? Housephone and Kim hook up? The answer is no.
Like no,
It's a big capital no.
Like that is our friend. She is our respect. Like you can have friends that are women that you don't sexualize or have sex with them.
Well, it's really easy to not sexualize Kim too because she really doesn't
Until
put her
you
herself
bring
out
up
there
that
like
you have
that.
a friend who's just a girl to one of your homies, and your homies are like, "Why aren't you piping that yet, bro? What's going
That's
on?"
because you
Dude,
have no self. Like
every girl that I ever bring up, like
Yeah,
as I
listen.
think it would be a good
Because
friend. Everyone's
listen,
like,
because
"You
listen,
should be piping." Her,
you
bro.
have
What's
no
going
sense of
on?"
yourself, and you're not comfortable with yourself to be like, shut the fuck up. I don't like. That's my homie.
I do be saying that, but I'm just saying that's the common thing I would
Yeah, but
hear.
you're
It's
letting,
just
you're
like,
letting that
you
bother
have
you.
to- every
The
girl
fact
that you know, you
just
have
said
to
that. The fact that you just said that, you're letting it bother you.
Don't
you're
pipe
like,
every girl you know.
No,
I'll try
That's my
you should
advice.
honestly like once you start getting older and start doing all that shit.
We're like the
you're
same age.
It's so
I know,
hard to
bro.
like keep
yeah, but
friends
you're
in
like
general
16
as you get
though,
older.
in the mind.
As
I'm
you get
like
older,
16 in the face and the
no,
voice.
you
and
are.
you're
You're a
16.
child.
You're
Yep.
16 in life
Everybody,
experience.
nobody can believe you're 25
Yeah,
sometimes.
nobody believes you. But I'm just saying, like, once you start having actual like life experience, you realize it's actually better to not do that and to just like kind of keep.
Well, I
Have
haven't
female
been doing
friends
that. I
that
feel
you
like
could
I've
Well,
been.
you haven't been.
close to.
It's not by choice though. I'm saying by
Sounds
choice. By choice is better. Like, I'm not trying to fuck every girl now randomly.
Sophia would love to know that you have a nice, steady
Yeah.
friendship with a girl.
Exactly.
Your bestie.
I think Cam Girl and I are friends.
That's your only friend that's a girl, and I don't even know if that's really your friend. It's kind of more
Laura.
like
Laura's my
Laura.
friend. There you go.
You're around
Thank
Laura
you.
a lot.
who else?
Just looking around the room.
The girl
Any
we
girls
were
in
just talking
here?
about.
I met Jason's baby today. That's a woman.
She's
I can consider her a
she's
friend.
about
A
a month
baby.
old.
That's
a 1 month
a
old.
month-old friend as well.
As an infant. I don't know if he's okay with you considering her your friend.
Well, she's Harmonious getting
Are
already.
you
Already?
are you and Bean's girlfriend friends?
I would think so. She every time I see her,
When
she
was
says
the last
hi,
time you
Yuri."
saw her?
A long time ago, but when I see her, she recognizes me, knows my name.
That
She
doesn't-
recognizes me. That's the lowest fucking bar for friendship. She knows who I am.
If you remember my
Bro,
name, I
no.
consider you.
Think
a
about
friend.
how many people say that they're friends with you because you
Exactly.
because
Yeah.
you dapped them up.
Twin.
Yo,
Twin.
niggas meet each other one time. No, niggas ain't even met each other.
And that's my favorite shit is when I see a person on Instagram or whatever just showing big love to a fucking rapper or like a famous ass person and just acting as if they have like the realest friendship. And it's like, bro, your friendship is like that rapper allows you to be backstage at his shows and like
Sometimes it's not even that.
he'll like take some weed from you
Yeah,
or
so
something.
usually
That's
because
it.
they're offering something.
Yeah, it's always like, fucking weed dudes and stuff who are just like, this is my best friend. And it's like, bro, that's just a guy that you meet up with like once a month and you give him like an ounce or two and then you like take a picture with him every month and you just say he's your best
I
friend.
mean, hey, can we be honest here? How did Dub and Pump become friends?
And
You know.
they're best friends now.
Come on. Stop playing. So sometimes that could work.
No, being the juice man is a great way to become friends with whoever the fuck you want. That's
But I don't
real.
feel like their friendship would have continued if they didn't have some sort of like
Yeah, no,
common.
of course.
No, they just
But
got
I'm
along
saying,
good
like,
too. Yeah.
it's
Me and
just
Dub are
like-
friends. Dub is just an easy guy to
Bro,
hang out
Dub
with.
is
He's a nice
honestly the
guy.
coolest to be around,
Yeah.
honestly.
Coolest lean dealer I know.
He don't sell lean no more. He sells clothes, bro.
Not anymore. He sells clothes out the trunk.
Bro, you see the codeine caravan coming soon?
Yeah,
Well,
What?
that's
I
his
saw
thing.
Yeah, he has like a
Saw
he
that.
has like a huge like van painted with his face and like that's an awful lot of cough syrup on it.
It's so
Yeah.
funny though because Dub doesn't even drink lean anymore, but he's gonna just forever like promote like basically like the image of drinking lean, even though he's like also like acknowledges like this is bad shit. Like, you shouldn't do it.
Was that you? Like somebody like gave the idea of like cough syrup is awful or some shit like that?
No, I said that on the
Yeah.
podcast as a joke, and then when I got the options for the awful lot of cough syrup No Jumper collab, Blasey like made that as an example of like one of them. But I don't blame him for thinking that. That actually, when I actually saw it, I was like,
like,
I
nah,
don't
it's not
really
really
actually
here.
like this idea.
Honestly, I throw out ideas all the time that sound okay in your head or like it's like whatever, and then you're like, oh, actually, this is terrible.
Did you guys see that? I think it was a tweet from Juicy J where he apologized for influencing all these rappers to get into drugs.
Yeah, and
I thought that was really.
I appreciate that because I've done
Yeah,
a lot
same.
of drugs listening to Juicy J in my life.
And
I'm
I
gonna be
think-
honest.
Like what made me
3-6
do drugs.
Mafia influenced, I feel like, most people to rap about drugs. They did it in such a cool way.
I was like a
that it-
16-year-old kid and he was just fucking talking about Xan.
That's
Bro,
what I'm saying.
okay,
Popping
okay.
bars.
Can
all
I
that.
be-
I was
What
a
is
grown
all
ass
He's
man,
very
and I was like,
popular.
damn,
What
all right,
is
I'm gonna
all
go
this
fuck with this Xanax.
Hey, I swear to God, bro. Okay. Do y'all
That's
remember?
exactly
Do
how
y'all
it was,
remember that song? Take the blunt, dip it in the lean,
then
then light it.
Yeah.
I
Papa
swear
Molly
to
drinks
God,
orange
orange
juice,
juice
get
get
high.
high.
Me and Catfish were doing
Listen.
that shit, bro, and we were putting coke in that shit.
Listen, I swear to God, me and the homegirl rolled a blunt. She had a pint that she stole from her grandma. And like everybody knows, if you're gonna put the lean in the weed, you gotta like pour a little bit in the cap,
drizzle that
and
shit.
you gotta drizzle it.
You dunked
We
it?
were listening to the song, and I dumped the blunt fully like this. Dump, pulled it out. Why isn't it sparking? Why isn't it working? Bro, so Juicy J, I just want to let you know.
You wasted your whole
I
blunt.
wasted, and then I had weed all in the fucking lean. It was
I
terrible.
remember one time I went to fucking a Juicy J concert in fucking Santa Ana with Ozfest and like 40 BMX people and shit, and we were just
like
all
Ozfest, like Ozzy
Nah,
Osbourne?
it was like
That's
a
what I
girl
thought
we
too.
called Ozfest, and we were just all on Molly and shit.
Why?
just-
She's like a hardcore bitch or something?
she just looked like a goth bitch or whatever. I just named her.
She looked like Ozzy?
I named her Ozfest.
Her name was Ozfest.
She was on Molly. We're all like just grinding on each other, just dancing
Juicy
all
J
over each
show?
other at the Juicy J show. He comes out with a fucking pint of hard liquor. What is it, like fucking tequila or some shit? And he comes out and acts like he chugs the whole thing. There's no way he was really chugging
Oh
the
no,
whole
he
thing.
used to run Bombay Gin.
Bombay.
The
I would've put
Bombay,
it
the
past
gin.
him, dude.
He used to do the
Hell
Bombay
no.
gin
The
dance.
Bombay Gin dance.
Yeah, that shit was lit. But
I hate that shit. That shit is so gross.
I want to
Bro,
see
it's
that
fire.
shit right now.
Every-
When I was on tour with Father, that's all this nigga drinks is fucking gin, and I hate
It's
gin.
not that bad. For you.
No, yeah, it's
like
not.
better for
Yeah,
you.
see, he told me that too, but this shit's nasty.
I can't
not bad.
understand anybody who wants to go through their life drinking a lot. This shit is fucks my body up so
It's,
bad.
it's
Yeah.
whenever I plan on drinking, it's almost like planning on taking shrooms at this point. Like I really,
Okay,
I
now
need to
you're just
plan
a-
like
now
a
you're
like
just
couple
being
hours
dramatic.
ahead and shit.
Now you're just being dramatic.
That's just how I am, like with liquor.
I have to plan on drinking because if I drink too much, and I'm gonna want to start hitting somebody up to get coke, and like
yeah.
I'm trying to be.
Yeah, you
I'm,
do.
I'm over that. I'm over that point in my life, so I'm trying to like just stay away.
You gotta fucking avoid that too. Not for me though.
Yeah.
I'm at the point.
I can have a
where
beer or two or
I
something.
really care more about like my feces than anything else. And
Really?
lately, I've had very solid shits.
Well, for the first time in your
You know, and I haven't been drinking. And I'm like, if when I drink, I get the diarrhea. And I'm
Damn.
trying to have the logs.
Is that why? Damn, I didn't know.
I
That's,
kind of
okay.
fuck with the diarrheas though, because it really clears you
It
out.
dehydrates you.
Oh well,
Wow.
I fuck with that.
It's bad
No,
for you.
it's
It's a
bad.
sign. It's your body saying,
you
like,
drink some more
yo,
water.
you fucked up. You did something bad. Don't do this.
I've been shitting terribly for a long time. Then I should like go get that checked
You
out.
should, bro.
Jeez.
Your feces says a lot about where you're at in your life.
Josh said that if you're not shitting blood, then you should probably go check out the doctor.
if you're not
yeah,
shitting
he
blood,
said you have to shit blood in order to know that you're healthy, right, Josh? Something
Yuri,
along
shut
those
up,
lines.
please.
if you shit blood, that's a sign.
Can we
That's a
nev-
very clear sign there's something wrong.
Can we
Remember,
never have Yuri on here ever again?
Nate shit blood for years before we finally got him to go to the fucking doctor
Years?
about it. Yeah.
Then
Jason
he went
Dill,
to the doctor, he went to the
Jason
doctor
Dill
and
talked
something was
about.
very wrong.
was talking about how he used to throw up blood all the time. And
I
like,
used to have blood in my shit once in a while when I was like drinking a lot, but it didn't
I've
really.
never had blood in my shit.
Once in a blue moon.
I'm glad.
I haven't
I
had
mean,
that in a long
like-
time. I'd be worried if I had it now.
Yeah, right. Like I mean, like I've seen like one dot on the tissue of blood or something. I thought that was just because like I was shitting so much that my
Could have
asshole
been your
was tearing.
period. Could have been the guy fucking you in the ass the night before.
I mean, no, his dick was kind of small, so
Or the
You
aggressive
only fuck
butt
small
eating.
dicks? You're a pussy. Go big or go home.
no, I
You need
can't.
to fuck a dude who looks like the baby.
Speaking of the baby,
Speaking of the baby,
why'd he? What's going on with him?
Free the baby.
what's going on with him?
What's going on with the baby? Nobody really knows.
I mean, he's out of jail now.
The
Yeah,
baby
yeah.
cannot be beating motherfuckers up and dumping apple juice on them. He's too
That's so
famous.
funny.
He's too
At the
important to
airport.
the culture. Don't
At the
do it.
airport.
Don't
At the airport.
You already know that these cops want to lock you up, bro.
At the airport.
At the
don't lie to the
airport.
baby
Okay.
and not come through on your promises.
What are you talking
about
about?
that, you know?
What are you talking about?
Listen, if
The-
a
he was
motherfucker
missing $10,000.
he was trying to short him on $10,000.
Yeah.
Listen, there's better ways to handle it. These, you know, you just don't.
At the airport? I thought he got into a. It's from the headline that I read on the way over here. It said that he got into a fight with an employee.
That was a warrant on some other fight.
That was a different thing. Lou says.
Okay.
But the thing he got taken to Texas for was the promoter thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what happened since you know?
Basically, the promoter was supposed to pay him $30,000. Paid him $20,000. The baby was like, "The fuck."
Where's my
Started
other
trying to
10?
explain, and then the baby beat his ass, and then he dumped apple
Allegedly.
juice on him.
Allegedly.
Well, that's what we saw in the video. That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
He beat his ass.
I would like to know if the dude was like, "I'll get you the other 10." Like I just
right.
couldn't
What was
get
the
it right now.
conversation?
There
Or
are
was he-
10 dudes in the van at any given time who would gladly beat a motherfucker up for you so
That's
you don't have to
very
do it
true.
because you are rich and famous.
He
I
probably
mean,
likes to
that
fight,
might have
though.
been the case where they all beat him up, but then you're the rapper.
No,
so
in the
you
video
could've-
it's just him.
He seems to be
There's
good
a
at
video
fighting,
of-
so he probably just like.
Yeah, it's a
Wasn't
video.
that the video? of him in
You
the
are
air-
out of it.
No.
You're trying to call him out of it.
No, I seen the video of them in the airport.
I seen a video of him double apple juice on a motherfucker. I don't know if it was the airport or not, but he beat his ass all by his lonesome.
Yeah, and that was the one in TMZ.
I mean, I'm sure all this was on TMZ. Yeah,
All right. This is the baby gets
Housephone
so many
don't know
fights,
what
so
this
I'm getting fucking confused. All right, shut the fuck up.
everybody's.
I had no idea he was getting in so many fights. I thought he was keeping.
It's usually a security. It's not usually him. Even the
Yeah,
Louis
right?
Vuitton incident.
It looked like it was
Why
him,
can't
too.
people who make $200,000 a month just be happy with?
I don't even know
chilling?
how much he makes a month. What are you
$200,000
talking
a
about?
month. Do you think that's all he's making?
That's at least how much.
Dude,
he's
he makes
making.
like 100,000 plus a show.
Dude,
He probably
why
making
can't, dude,
he's
if
probably
I was-
doing $200K for a verse.
If I was making 100,000 plus,
He's probably
I'd
doing
be
like
chilling.
How much do you think he?
Yeah.
How much do you think the
I
baby?
would not
charge-
be fighting.
Chilling
random
is the
people.
problem. Oh, chilling. You mean not being
Like yeah,
people up,
yeah. I'd continue working. You know what I mean? But
I would
How
stop
do-
fighting
how
people.
much? How much you think the baby is charging the verse?
I mean,
he said it
depends
before.
for
He said
who.
100K.
I
Yeah,
believe
that
he's
was-
gotten 100K, but I believe that
It might be more now.
He probably ain't charging that when he does a verse for
crazy.
Trippie Redd, right?
I'm not talking about Trippie Redd. I'm talking about some random nigga who got like
That's like a-
100,000 followers.
But my favorite, well, it doesn't seem like he's doing bullshit verses. If
That's
he's
not
gonna
even
do a
bullshit.
verse for somebody, he's probably gonna be a pop star at this point. He's one of the biggest rappers.
Isn't that crazy? Paying like 100,000 for a minute of content.
Not if you're gonna make more than
Yeah,
$100,000
yeah,
off it, which a
and-
lot of people are
I know,
deluded.
but, like,
And
that's just a
they're
crazy
not. They're
concept
probably
to
not
me.
coming out of pocket. It's probably like a label and
It's a label
other
and
people
shit.
paying for it. Yuri.
My whole thing is, if I was the baby right now, yeah, I guess I would just stop beating people up. That's probably like the main thing that would change in my life. But we don't want to lose him. We lost too many great.
Are you really gonna
young
get in that
rappers.
much trouble for beating somebody up? Well, you pay him a fucking fine.
Yeah, you're
and
right.
that's it. Fuck it.
It'll probably be all right.
Yeah,
But the guy is following through with the lawsuit.
cool. Pay him the fine. He got it. Fuck it. He probably spend that money on clothes or whatever. Like fuck it. If that's how he felt in the moment, the nigga shorted him the money. He wanted to beat him up. Fuck it.
I went to the mall yesterday, Beverly Center.
I'm not. I don't condone you doing that. The baby.
You don't condone me going to the Beverly Center?
No, nigga.
You
I'm
looked
talking to
really
the baby.
sad in that video you post on Instagram where you're like, "Nah, followed me on Twitter. Just thought I'd let you guys know." And then you like just turned it off, like you posted that on Instagram.
I was just high. It was late
I was
at
like,
night.
"Yeah, why is that? I look kind of
Why
sad."
you-
I did get a Nav follow. I'm trying to do the
Whoa.
banger hour-long Nav interview.
That's gonna be.
Can we
crazy.
talk about Nav versus DJ Academics?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
A couple days before New Year's, like.
I guess
what a
Nav
way to
just
bring in the
feels
New
like
Year.
It was on New
academics
Year's
isn't
Eve.
promoting
On New
him.
Year's Eve, yeah.
The brown boy with the bag, bro.
Yeah, but then honestly, Academics roast would be really funny sometimes.
know.
Did you watch like the stream where he was just like going in on him?
I
didn't
never
watch
watched
that.
this
It
shit.
was honestly really funny, but he don't be having any points. He just be yelling and just like making it funny.
I mean, I guess Nav, I feel it, like Nav's whole thing of coming at academics, whatever. I mean, he just feels like academics ain't showing him the love he's supposed to be getting.
Why though?
It is what it is.
I think honestly, Nav is just one of those niggas that like you are rich and like famous and like a successful artist, but I think like people just want to just chase the fame and like superstardom so bad. Like I always thought that interview was fake when they were talking about how he's like, I leave Delilah or I leave fucking blah, blah, and I hop in my Lambo truck and TMZ is right there if they don't want to take pictures of me.
I
Like,
feel like that shit got blown out of proportion. That
I
wasn't
mean,
as...
if you read the whole, I read the whole article. If you read the whole article, like I see the whole point of what he was saying, but just like the fact that that's even like a worry is just like, bro.
But I mean, I understand. I feel like, you know what Nav was doing right there is Nav was having a moment in which he got weirdly personal and honest about
sure.
the fact that, you know, I could imagine that if you're Nav, maybe he feels like he doesn't necessarily have the look of the average rapper and all the paparazzi are going to run
To the
at
black
fucking
dude.
Safari in a fucking nice suit with a bunch of chains on, but they're not going to even, you know, they
Look
might
at-
not assume that Nav is
even the
as
rapper.
popular as he is. And if you're...
they might not even know he's the rapper.
Right, and if you're somebody like Nav and you're going to the club, let's be real, part of the value in you going to the club is the fact that certain gossip rags and shit are going to be like, oh, Nav spent a bunch of money in the club. Look, here's some pictures of Nav, whatever. So I get that Nav I understand that a lot of people might look at that and be like, wow, what a hoe ass weirdo because
Yeah.
he didn't fuck because he actually cares about being famous or whatever. But if you're Nav, you probably at a certain point have to be like, okay, my music stream's good,
Hell
my
yeah.
shows do good.
He has songs with the biggest
I
artists.
need to do more famous guy shit. I got to go to the club and get photos taken of me
Yeah.
looking famous as fuck.
Well,
and for that to maybe not play out, I get it. Like, why can't he complain about how it's hard being Nav when we got everybody else on earth complaining about? Let's be real, it's hard being a fucking Indian rapper, dude.
He
I
is the
assume.
first one.
I never thought about it before, but
he's
I'm
the
here.
first one that really like went crazy and like like became relevant.
But and that's what I find so interesting is that Nav's music, you don't always get that much of him. It's like kind of emotionless in a way. Like he sort of exists in
Sometimes.
this like bleak state of just like, oh, like I'm fucking rich and doing I'm rich and I'm addicted to drugs and I don't know what to do. But I like that he actually kind of like was real about how it's hard to be famous when you're a fucking
and
little
in
guy.
the same article he kind of said too that like now he's at a point where he like likes to go do more low key shit now and like blah blah blah. I think that it was just funny because you read something out of context, it just sounds crazy.
There's a girl that me and Lena have hooked up with a bunch of times, and at one point I was just like, so what you been up to? And she was just like, oh, I've been kicking it with Nav and Belly and them. And I was just like, damn,
That's hella random.
that's crazy. I can't believe I've been sharing a hole with Nav.
Oh my
Yeah.
fucking god.
At least a little bit.
This one stripper bitch I used to talk to was talking about how Belly and them were hella cool and she loved them so
I'm sure they're
much.
cool. We probably got some drugs.
They probably, bro.
You
They,
could kick it with them.
you ever heard that song "Re-Up" by them?
Re-up.
Yes, "Re-Up" by Nav and Belly.
I need to dive
That's actually
deeper
a
into
very.
the Nav catalog.
You just talking about how he doesn't get personal. Listen to that song.
I want to listen to more Nav. That's one of my resolutions for 2020 is I want to lose
Honestly,
20
people
pounds
be
and I want to listen to
shitting
more
on Nav's
Nav.
music. I actually like.
I fuck with Nav.
I fuck with Nav, man.
And I also find it so fascinating that you'll like hear like a Nav and Lil Durk record and shit.
yeah,
They're,
right.
Like, all these hood dudes just fuck with Nav.
Man, Meek Mill watched him on that fucking like Meek Mill's part was so good on that tap song though.
You think that if Nav got on a song with Jay-Z, who you think would have a better
Whoa.
verse?
Would that be like would that be like Jay-Z and Future? That was honestly a terrible song. That was the worst.
Are you
song.
excited for a Drake and Future
Part
thing
two?
that's coming out? Because I'm gonna be honest, I went back the other day and I listened to the Drake and Future mixtape and I was like, man, this shit sounds like just totally
Like
not
throwaways?
that important anymore. Like it was hyphy, like high energy shit when it came
Yeah.
out. It was exciting, like, oh, we got some new Drake and Future, whatever. But given
Nah,
time,
some of
I
those
now
songs are
look at
so
that
good.
shit kind of like, damn, like that's why rappers don't do that. That's why rappers don't just get in the studio, make an EP, and then drop the EP. Because if you don't have some level of quality control, a lot of stuff just doesn't tend to age
But look,
as well.
can we be honest? Because that was around the time, like after DS2, right?
Yeah.
I always heard this rumor that a lot of those songs, especially the ones where like Future was the main like artist on it,
Or
like,
DS2 rejects.
yeah, they were just like like random ones that weren't finished or whatever from the DS2 sessions, and that's kind of what it sounds like.
What about
But that was a rumor though.
You know what's funny is like how the Juice WRLD tape with Future has the exact same vibe
Exactly.
as that Drake tape, where it's just like a bunch of just paint thrown at the wall as shit, and you end up with Future going, Oxycontin.
That
I
song
see
is
guy.
hard though. That song is fire.
The
Though.
chorus is not
See,
hard.
no,
Oxycontin.
that shit is hard.
I can't
look-
even talk about it without dying laughing.
Look, and I'm not
that
gonna-
shit is so
And I'm not gonna lie,
goofy.
I didn't do a deep dive on that because there was so many songs on that tape that when it first came out, I was
There's
like,
a lot of good songs. The first song has fucking Young Scooter on it. That's all
Yeah,
I
yeah,
need
yeah.
to know. That's all I care
or
about.
even like
Juice had a lot of good stuff on
Yeah,
that.
Juice had a lot of
Future
fire
at
songs.
times.
yeah, but see that
Oxycontin.
that was one of those tapes I didn't appreciate until after Juice passed, and I went back and really listened to every song like a couple times. I was like, hey, it's actually way better than I remember.
Oxycontin. And that's just like, that's what's funny is that now Future said like, damn, when Juice WRLD said that shit to me about like getting into drugs because of
Yeah.
me, you know, it really made me think or whatever. It's like, and then you went in the studio and made a song with the choruses you saying, Oxycontin.
That's what I was
mean-
gonna say. Is this new album with Drake gonna have? What are they gonna talk about? Because he already says he doesn't want to talk about drugs anymore, kind of. Right?
What's it gonna sound like?
When did he say that?
Well,
don't know.
he just felt said that he felt guilty about the juice thing. Like, is he gonna continue talking about drugs? Is my
mean,
question.
Probably.
Interesting.
See, because I feel like
That's what he's popular for, right?
there's ways you can do it. Like you can share your own personal experiences and like
Without-
talk about like your problems with drugs and shit like that without like just saying Oxycontin.
In this day and age, if
It's
you're
a dick.
making music that just straight up glamorizes pills and shit, you're gonna sound like a fucking goofy because
Unless you're 17.
it's just if you're 17, maybe you could skate by and get away. Maybe like the new Lil Pump could come out tomorrow and have a great perk song that blows up. I wouldn't put it past the culture letting that through.
Yeah.
But for the most part, if you're a grown ass man, the whole era of being like Xanax, lean, Percocet, whatever, like I just don't think it's like if Future put out fucking Percocet, Molly Percocet, which there's another stupid ass, so dumb but so hard.
And that was also years ago too.
That's way better than Oxycontin. But I don't think that if Future came out with a song and Molly Percocet was the fucking chorus, that it would fly right now the same way. But I think at that time,
I've been having this internal debate.
at that time, I was kind of surprised that song hit as hard as it did because
right?
that opening bar seemed really stupid to me at the time too. But then I just was like, all right,
and it's
hard.
like,
It's hard.
did people even know about Percocets back then?
I don't
Really?
think the Percocet knowledge wasn't as much. Like now, it's harder to make a Xan song because everybody knows like the long term effects of popping hella Xans.
But
The
everybody
same
knows.
way-
You should know the long term effects of popping any of that shit.
Yeah.
back in the 80s, it was cool as fuck to do crack for a while until everybody started realizing what
Yeah.
actually happened to you if you did crack.
Well,
Because if you start doing crack, you're gonna have some good times for a while there.
this shit's all fucked up, bro. I've been having an internal debate myself. Like I just finished my album tape, whatever you want to call it, mixtape, whatever.
Oxycontin.
Nah, not at all. But
I
nah,
hate the way my own voice sounds saying that.
nah, but you know, like obviously, like I reference shit like that. These are all songs that I recorded like over like the last year. You feel me? So it's like. I'm just like debating, like, damn, should I take this song off because I said something about perks or some shit? And I'm just
No,
like,
just rock with it. You gotta talk about what you've lived, and you are like, you not rapping about perks and shit would be like YG not rapping about being a
Being a
blood.
blood.
Like that's just
Yeah,
that's just
but-
who he is.
Then it's like, at what point is it like you're just like censoring?
What are you gonna
yourself?
talk about? Going to the library, like going to Barnes and Noble, having a latte?
I know, but you kind of contradiction yourself because you just said at this point, if you're a grown ass man rapping about that shit,
Yeah, okay. I think you should talk about it, but you just have to try to like talk about it in a more intelligent way, offer some kind of insight.
I'll just send you the song that I'm talking about and you tell me.
Okay.
I'll show you the video before we leave.
I just like, you know, if it's a super like in your face, like, oh my God, I love taking drugs type song.
I feel like if you tell a story like an Immortal Technique type song and you like
I
tell
don't know if we
so
need
long
that
enough-
from him. Immortal technique. I don't want to hear about you fucking killing the stranger and it
the way
ends
I
up
can
being your
picture it-
mom, or did he kill a stranger? What
they
did he
like- kids not wanna do Percocet.
gang raped a woman and
and
they
it became
took
his,
the
it was
mask
his
off
mom,
and it was
right?
his mom.
Oh my God. Immortal
cried the
technique.
first
How
time I heard
dare
that.
you? You cried.
first time I
Oh
heard
no.
that.
That's just normal shit in Russia, ain't it? No?
I'm not gonna lie, yo, that was honestly one of the craziest
I
songs
know.
I've
I
ever
remember
heard.
hearing that. When I was, like,
Everybody.
13
But
years old.
Everybody remembers the first time they heard that song.
But that's crazy though, because like I can't remember anything else from him except for that
Yeah,
song.
yeah, that's it.
I've seen him on some DJ Vlad interviews.
Recently?
No.
Uh,
Years ago.
Re-
Immortal technique, bro.
Immortal Technique.
I want to know what he's doing
I
right now.
forgot
He
to
probably
put
doing
on
some
the,
woke shit that we don't know about.
I forgot to put on the Lennox versus Joe Budden thing that you
What the fuck is that?
texted about.
No, there's a whole situation. I don't know if it's really worth talking about because you probably haven't seen the discourse online. But basically,
Discord?
somebody said the Discord. Yeah, I want to get Discord logged in on my phone because I want to log into the North Hollywood Pokemon Go Discord.
If he has
Account.
60,
There is a No Jumper Discord that's very active as
If
well.
you
No,
have
I've been
si-
on there.
Yeah.
That's fun as well.
if
It's
you
nice
have
to be on there.
60 people, I wonder how many like you have.
How many does our Discord have? A couple,
Thousands.
10,000.
There's
something
a
like
lot
that?
of people.
Somebody
that-
make me a Discord. What the fuck?
Yeah, I could see
Just
how-
come in ours. You don't need to be in other. people.
No, fuck you. I want my own
or
Discord.
just have a house phone chat in the No Jumper
When I
Discord.
pop up in the Discord, it goes crazy.
I want
talking
my
People be
own
streaming on the No Jumper Discord.
I'm just not logged in anymore. I gotta get logged in.
To be
Log
honest,
me in, Russian.
Even with the 60 people on my Discord, it's kind of hard to keep up with all the conversations
yeah,
because you
it's
like have
insane.
to go back. You're like, oh, dude,
Yo,
this too much. Like, can't.
I now
Sounds
have
like a big ass group chat.
I have Minecraft and
basically.
Fortnite on my computer now. Yuri and I are gonna work on
And
my skill
Rust.
set and Rust.
Which I'm very
Rust?
excited. to try.
Keemstar's always bitching about not having enough people to play Rust with. So I feel like
Really?
if that's one that I get into, go look at his Twitter.
No
He's been talking about it a
way.
lot. I feel like if that's a
gonna
game,
be
if I get into
sick.
that, then maybe me and him could play together. That could be fun.
I've been playing on shout out to Lucha's birthday today.
Wow. Happy
Wow.
birthday, Lucha.
Happy birthday, Lucha.
Luchador.
And not only is it his birthday, but it's his mom's birthday.
Wow.
Wow, they're born on the same
That's crazy,
day.
right?
That's kind of cool.
But he has his own Rust server that I've been kind of playing on and learning on and stuff
I
like
have
that.
no idea what you guys are talking about.
It's a
It's a
video
game, yeah. That I'm trying to have Adam get into.
He wants me to get into it because I told him, all right, because let's talk about this. Let's get real serious.
Oh god.
The other night,
I want to look at my phone while you guys talk about
the
this.
other night, I'm at the crib
Okay.
and I'm playing Tetris 99, and I've been playing it for over a year, and I finally won 10 games in a row.
Without filming it.
Technically 11. She filmed it on my phone. I actually have it. Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
But I won. I just somehow just savagely just destroyed 10, 11 games in a row.
Dude.
And
Did you jump up in joy where you're like, yes, no way?
I
Did you, like,
was almost
celebrate?
just like dumbfounded. Like I couldn't believe that I finally did it because I've been trying to do it for so long.
Oh my God.
And then finally I did it, and that just really occurred to me like I need something new video game wise. Like I'm still addicted to Pokemon Go, and I don't really see that changing. But I just need to chase something new. I need to learn how to play something new to like challenge myself. And I really think that if I could like at least work on getting better at Fortnite or Minecraft, that might be fun for me. Or Rust.
Yeah, Fortnite is. I could definitely see that being really fun. But the reason why I brought up Rust is just because, like I said, everyone always compares Rust to the adult version of Minecraft, and
That
also,
does sound fun.
yeah, there's a lot of like interesting parts about the game that can be really funny. But I'm excited for you to play Fortnite just because when they first started it, it was kind of difficult to get into it because they didn't have skill-based matchmaking. So you'd be playing against anyone and everyone. But if you start playing right now, you'd be
That
playing
sounds
against
like, fuck you.
easier people.
Like,
That could be cool. I just need to practice in like the play mode or whatever.
Okay,
and
we
just-
all need to calm down. Adam's playing fucking Pokemon.
Housephone needs to get on Fortnite as well.
I'm walking
good.
the Tyranitar.
I'm good. I'm good, y'all.
You're good.
What other games are like cool? I mean, not cool, but like not Fortnite and like fun.
A game called Session just came out. It's a new skating game.
Is
Oh,
that
it's called
popular?
what?
Is it going
Session?
crazy?
Skate game?
Yeah.
Is it popping off?
Show me.
It's in its like beta version or whatever, but I already like bought it. It's
What's
like
it
10
for?
bucks. It's for PC, but
You're
you play on a
enjoying
controller.
it? Is it similar to
Really?
Skate 3 or whatever?
It's sick because it's kind of like relearning how to play a skate game that's like similar to skate, where the controls are completely different, but it feels very
How are the
satisfying to land shit.
How are the controls though?
Basically, the left analog controls your left foot, the right analog controls your
Wow.
right foot.
So-
I
I
mean,
So
but
you
that's
gotta
kind-
like control them individually for popping and flicking. It's different.
So what's a kickflip?
You
gotta-
crouch down with the left one because that's your back foot.
Yeah, that's your back foot,
And then
yeah.
your right or front foot you like flick to the right. So you go
and then-
down right.
And
That
with
sounds
skate,
interesting.
you just use the right analog.
Yeah, exactly.
For
You
the
just-
whole
exactly.
Thing. Whoa.
It's kind of a trip for
How
me
does it
because
look,
my
though?
muscle memory is already built for skate. So when I'm
Exactly.
playing it, it's kind of like I'm relearning.
Are
But
we all becoming gamers right now?
No, honestly, I'm
excited.
okay. This I'm down for. See, this is why I need to. This is why, even though Yuri is annoying sometimes, I need
I
to
mean,
tap
you
in.
could come here and play video games whenever you want. We got all kinds of TVs
I've
and
been
shit
streaming
set
here
up.
at night.
I don't
so
want
you
to come
through.
all fucking take a $40 Uber to come play video games.
Get on the train.
I would. I used to have to take the train
Yeah, the train's not even
every
bad.
day. No, fuck you.
Oh, I guess from Housephone.
Train's
Bro.
not that bad. You think you bougie.
Bro, no, yes, I am bougie now because I've taken the train from high school until like 22, like every day of my life to get anywhere. I vowed that I would never take the train ever again because I don't
Respect
have
the
to.
train. In New York,
I like the train.
No,
everyone keeps taking the train in New York unless you're like ridiculously wealthy and famous.
But listen, I'm
That's what I
saying,
heard.
but this isn't New York, my nigga. For me to go from fucking Hawthorne to fucking
Is
over
it because you
here-
get recognized on the train?
No, no.
Does it get
bro.
grizzly?
It's just
Yeah,
it's
'cause
not.
you
Where
gotta
you
go to, like,
from?
downtown and
How
then,
likely are you to get a
Hollywood.
where you
No,
from?
listen. First of all, that. Second of all, nigga, it's not a fucking train stop on every corner like it is in New York. Like
That's true.
The closest train station from my house is like a couple miles.
That's why you
like-
get a skateboard. You skate.
Yeah, nigga, but I used to do that when I was 16 and broke and didn't and had to go to work.
I'm
I don't have
25, I do that now.
Yeah, because you're a fucking bum. I'm not a bum anymore. Fuck that. I'm not doing that no more. I'm sorry. Like
I feel
my
like it
nigga. No,
humbles
listen. No, ain't no like. Yeah, it humbled me my whole life.
If
to
you
where-
had something lit to do, would you rather stay home than take the train?
No,
if that
I
was
would-
the only option.
yes.
Would you take
Or
a train
walk.
to get some pussy?
Bro, how many times I have to tell you I've been doing this since I was 14. I don't have to do it anymore, and I'm so thankful. And honestly, I'm thankful for you, for the fans, for the music, and all that shit, because I don't have to take the train anymore. I've had a lot of.
What if a girl took the train to your house?
I'm not fucking with
you
no
be
bum ass
accepting of
bitch
that?
that's taking the train.
Would you
to
make her
my
take a
house.
shower? Would you meet her at the train
No,
station?
no,
You
no.
can take the train, but you gotta
You
take a shower.
skate to the
when you
train
get-
station?
No, when I was like, I think I was like 19.
God.
I was like 19. I was fucking with this girl that was 18. I got into a car accident, and I was at the crib just fucked up. Like I was at the crib.
Off of
like,
Zans.
in a full body cast.
No, like I wasn't in the hospital, but I was fucked up. Like, you know, like I was like sore and shit. And this bitch took the train to come to my house and like take care of me, aka suck my dick. And then we fucked like once or twice, and she kept trying to get me to fuck, and I'm like, dude, like I can't even move my whole left side of my body, like. And she got mad because I wasn't trying to fuck her like 9 times. I just got into a car accident and I kicked. But now that's the homegirl though, so shout out to her.
9
She's like, how you last only a minute? No, I'm joking.
Like, I'm
You're
out
in-
here.
Shut up.
I'm out here. I don't want to last longer than a minute.
Yeah.
What?
A minute is perfect. How
What?
long?
Yeah.
How long do you think you're gonna have to last with A, Sophia, or B, Maryland girl?
Maryland
in
girl-
order
Marilyn
for them
was
to
actually
be
Philly girl.
Philly.
Yeah,
she said she's
near
from
Philly.
Philly. Near
It says
Philly.
Maryland. She's
says
fucking near
Maryland in
Philly.
the fucking thing.
Near Philly, whatever.
Okay.
I like to say Philly because
You think it's cooler?
shout. I don't know. Shout to Philly.
Still working on dying.
Every time he says anything, I'm just so amazed by just how fucking weird he is. Like, what the fuck are you saying?
We need Maryland girl out here
I just,
ASAP, bro.
I just want to say Philly because like,
I want to see
nigga,
those
the shit
titties.
says
You
Maryland.
think she'll dump her titties out if she comes through?
Them titties look
I
like they
don't
just
know.
look nice in the bra.
They
I'ma
look
come
like
clean.
they're plump.
Yeah, they just look plump in the bra though. I'm gonna come clean.
Nah.
Anyway, I'm not.
She ain't had enough time for them shits to stretch out yet.
There's no way I'm paying for a plane ticket for her to come out here,
Don't.
dude. There's
She
yeah.
need to buy
I've
her
had
own
them
plate.
do it.
She
And
need-
I've actually heard. You know what? I
You need to
talked
she
fly
have a
her out
job?
before DJ Carnage flies her out. That's all I'm saying. I'm
That's
saying
a-
you're
that's
lucky
a
she
fact.
ain't on the fly out playing with some other like clouded up
You know what
dude.
Yeah.
actually she told me?
Look through her likes.
I DM'd her to say
There
hi.
might be some TikTokers.
And she DM'd me back saying like,
Oh my God.
I can tell you're nice by the way you talk to me. And I'm already imagining by what type
She
of
don't want
DM
a
she
Carnage.
gets.
She don't want a Savage.
Yeah, she don't
She
want
wants
to savage.
harmonious.
She wants
maybe.
a
Yeah, so
harmonious
stop.
guy.
Honestly, like, just stop talking down on yourself, bro. Like, you honestly are a cool ass nigga.
Thank
Like,
you.
even though we make fun of you and shit, bro, it's like obviously, like,
Yeah.
you wouldn't be here if you were that fucking lame.
You need
I'm
to
gonna
just
be
put
honest.
yourself out there more. Like if I were you, believe it or not, I was in that position where I was
We
meeting
all were,
random
bro.
ass girls on MySpace and shit and just getting them to fly out and hang out with me. Okay, yo, come stay with me for a couple of days, and they would just do it because I actually had the confidence to just
Yeah,
try to
bro.
get them to do that shit.
Once I get a place of my own,
No,
that'll make
listen,
more
but
sense.
listen. This is the whole thing. You don't even have to do that either. I keep telling you, you can like go on hotels tonight, get like an actual nice room. No, like I'm
Or
not even.
Airbnb, right?
Or I mean, like that's kind of more expensive. Like I kind of know your budget, and I know you're not trying to spend like a lot of money. I'm saying
40,
you,
50 bucks.
No, like, no, yeah. If you want to get fucking scabies and the
Motel
fucking
6.
Wait,
motel.
but what's hotels tonight? You're just gonna get them a cheap ass hotel.
no,
but
no,
she's
no,
gonna
it's
think
not-
you're weird
it's not
staying
a-
in a hotel when you live there.
No, not at all. No,
Hey,
you
this
like
is where I edit right
no.
here.
You just be honest. Like nigga, I live with my parents, so
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna get
real.
us a room for the weekend. Oh, you're laughing.
And you're
like-
paying half.
I mean,
Solid
if you
that.
really want to, like, if you
I've
really
done
want to be
that
real,
before.
you could. Honestly, like, you think everything is a joke. We're like really trying to give
But also,
you actual.
a lot of girls have jobs and make money, so or they
Yeah.
fuck guys for money, so they could literally just
Yeah.
buy the
But that's
hotel
the issue.
themselves.
I feel like most girls in LA like hook up with guys for money. And I'm
Don't
like,
assume that.
Don't assume that.
There
And it's not
are a
most
lot of girls
in
that are like
LA.
that, but I go through my life assuming that that's not the case, and I've been
It's
all
not.
right.
That's not the case. And even if they are, so what?
This has
and
turned into a
and
therapy
you thinking
session.
that it's just LA? There's bitches doing that everywhere. There's bitches not doing that everywhere.
You're a cool dude who skateboards, does YouTube,
Yeah,
and is
like-
actually involved with
Why
a
you
really
laughing
cool
or giving
media
me
company called No
compliments? It's so
Jumper,
weird.
and you fucking have something going for yourself. You have actual
Yeah.
friends. You have actual personality. There's no reason why you shouldn't be confident
Oh my
acting
God.
like
Why are you
those
laughing? We're
girls.
trying to, like, be
but
honest.
no, real talk.
Hey,
There's
thank
no
you.
reason that you should act to that
like,
Sophia
this-
girl like there isn't a reason for her to want to hang out with you. Like
You know how
you're
many fucking-
cool and
Okay,
interesting.
listen,
Thank you.
listen. and-
Allegedly, theoretically.
Look,
Allegedly.
and Yuri, what you need to realize is like once these girls that are in these positions that are around these fucking weird ass, creepy ass like niggas that are trying to pay them to fuck and like all that shit, like that shit takes a toll on their mental, and they honestly want a nice, cool guy who is not a weirdo, who is not trying to pay them thousands of dollars to fuck them or whatever.
They might have made
Can't
enough
afford.
money fucking ugly guys, and now they're ready for a cute little like Russian dude who's gonna treat them nice and
Or,
eat
you
their
know,
pussy and be fucking kind of timid. They might want to like sort of just drag you around on a leash and shit.
Jesus,
I mean,
no.
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying like I know a lot of girls who are models or who or whatever, like in these industries where they just get treated by shit by all these like men of power and shit so much they want to fucking
There's
regular.
nothing really stopping you from being the kind of guy that hangs out with super hot chicks, aside from the fact that you just don't really like.
You don't.
You haven't got into that world yet. If you meet a couple of
for real,
dope
bro.
bitches and you just start kicking it around them, and all of a sudden you're in their social circle and you're going to parties with them and shit, it
'Cause
really
honestly-
doesn't matter that you don't got nice clothes and shit. Like,
I mean, like
that's optional.
You got your own drip. You got your fucking, you got your ass pizza beanie. And honestly, I don't know how it still looks kind of new.
I wear it
too.
every day.
I asked him if it was new today because I thought.
Bro, it looks new every time I see it, which
And
is
I wear it
crazy.
all the
This is
time.
the thing too, is that a real finesser knows how to take the littlest things that they have going for them
For real,
and
for real.
exploit the fuck out of them. You work for No Jumper. There's so much you can do with exploiting that to sound cool to girls or to like make
Yeah.
it, or to get access to things that you wouldn't have access
Some girl
to
just DM
otherwise.
me right now. It's like, I'm
Yeah.
watching you guys right now.
But that's something. One thing that I choose never to do is like
No,
exploit
don't.
my
It's lame.
position. as
You
a
I
can
mean, not
exploit it without
exploit it.
being a dickhead, though. Like,
Yeah,
you don't even
yeah.
have to do stuff that we would think was corny and still be able
Or
to, like,
weird or, like,
basically fucking
Yeah.
utilize that to, like, show a girl that you've
And it's
got
not
something
even
going
like,
on.
Not like utilize. Yeah, like utilize. Yeah, sure. Yeah, like, just. I just want you to stop fucking doubting yourself so much because you honestly are a cool ass nigga.
I kind of I like self-deprecating humor as well, so I like joke
Same.
on it as well,
I
But
fucking
at
roast
the same
myself
time,
all
there's
day.
some truth behind it. I feel like, why is this girl calling me the man of her dreams when it doesn't make sense?
Bro,
you
but
know
guess
I mean?
what? We can all use that logic. Nigga, I'm fat. My teeth are crooked. I got shitty tattoos. I'm a fucking struggling rapper. But guess what? I got bitches.
You get all kinds of bitches, and it wouldn't surprise me if he fucking showed up with a different girl every day fucking for the next
basically
couple weeks
does.
because you can. If you have that confidence, girls will want to fuck with you or whatever. Like,
true,
there's
bro.
nothing stopping you from getting a gram of coke and being like, ladies, let's turn up. Flop, flop, flop.
Now, you know what's crazy? As of lately, bitches have been seducing me like that because I've been trying not to do it.
the
They know you're a J. So, like, they got some coke. I
Nah.
need somebody to do this with. Let me call Monte up.
Nah, they're like, oh my god, we should get some coke or we should do
It's like, oh, I happen to have this ketamine in my pocket.
I wasn't gonna tell a story, but fuck it, I'm gonna tell it.
Yeah.
So last
shit.
night, I go to the bar, right?
Drunken Tales.
What
And this-
bar do you
You
go
went to
to?
that shit?
Yeah. So
Okay.
I go to Cha Cha last night, right?
Of course.
This girl's blowing me up. Well, not really blowing me up, but I have like talked to her on Instagram a couple times or whatever, right? And she hits me up randomly and was like trying to link or whatever. I'm like, all right, like meet me at the bar. But like when girls are just like, where you at, like just like trying to like link too fast, and I'm just like, I get kind of sketched out because I'm like, is this a setup or like what is
Same,
this?
I've been
Like
there.
I'm just like.
On Instagram or whatever?
No,
Yeah.
it's like I already told her where to meet me at, and like I wasn't gonna be ready until this time, and it's like an hour before that, and she's like just hitting me and she's hitting me up too much, and that's kind of annoying to me at first because I'm just
That's
like,
to me is like what you don't have other options of shit to do. Like you're not busy. You're probably a loser. You
Exactly.
probably have herpes.
So-
I don't
or like
Or
just-
you're trying to rob me. Said me.
or like just something like it's just like what are you doing? Anyway, I end up like meeting her at the bar. She was actually hella cool, whatever, blah blah blah. And then we're about to leave, I'm about to leave. I'm like, I'll walk you to your car, and she parked in this parking lot next door that you're not supposed to park in, and they fucking
got towed?
Yeah, she got her car towed, right?
Fuck.
But I felt bad because I was fucking lagging on her so long that if I would have got there before, if we got there at the same time, I would have told her like, bitch, don't park there. Like this is like such an obvious place to not park.
yeah, or
like,
she could have read a sign.
She could have read the sign. Honestly, the signs are kind of weird and like hidden and shit like that. So honestly, I don't even blame her.
Well, you
And-
always park at the bank parking lot when you go to the shot.
or
right?
like on the street or just
Yeah.
somewhere normal. And
Yeah.
she decided to park in this fucking record store parking lot that closes at like 8 p.m.
Man,
or
that's
some
the
shit.
kind of bitch you'd be kicking it with, those girls who don't know how to park.
Yeah, I know. nah, she was mad cool though, and yeah, shout out to her.
Oh, wait, what? That was the story?
That
Is
she
that
got
she got
towed.
towed?
That's what I was wondering.
she
What's the
got
point
t-
of the story?
Ah,
There's a juicy part.
You
That's-
can't tell the story without getting good.
There was coke involved. I know that.
You ate her ass, Adja, in the tow truck. You and the tow truck driver fucked her.
nah,
That's hot.
I don't want to say it.
You just chickened out on telling the story. You're like
know,
halfway.
you're half-
I did some
there.
sim shit because I was bad. Because I was like, I felt bad.
You paid to get her car
I
out.
paid to get the car out.
$400.
And then you fucked?
No, it wasn't $400. I fucked before, paid for the car to get out, and then fucked again.
That
And then-
night?
And then, like, this is all like we like.
Where did you fuck her?
I fucked her at my house.
Oh, okay.
and
then-
in the newly released vehicle.
And then no, I fucked her at my house. Paid for her to get the car out. Went
Oh,
back to my house and
geez.
fucked her again.
You're not planning on getting that $400 back? Why
It
would you
wasn't
do that?
$400. It was honestly all right. So the tow truck driver got on the phone with her and like heard that she was a girl and like a white girl probably. She wasn't white, but he thought she was white or something. He told her $450, right? And then I called him like 10 minutes later, and the nigga said, if you come like now or like come soon, like $240 cash or $250 on the
hate
car.
tow truck
And I'm
drivers
like,
so
nigga,
much, dude.
what? But then we end up like fucking for so long that we didn't go to go get the car for like hours. So I thought they were gonna try to. I thought they were gonna.
Is this?
I was only willing to spend $250. I was like, like.
Her main concern was hanging out with you. She did not care
No,
about the car from the
she
very
did.
beginning.
She did care about the car as her fucking car.
You didn't wrap it
Obviously,
up?
she
You
cared
didn't wear
about
a condom?
For sure did. For sure. Stop playing.
Bro. He spent all his money on getting the car released, had no money for the condoms.
I got a wallet full of condoms. What are you talking about? Yuri, shut up.
I got a wallet full of condoms I ain't
Anytime
never
you try
gonna
to like
use.
say
You
anything
just
to
love
me,
putting you on blast.
nah, it's just like Yuri. Like I was shit on your whole life.
How
I would
can you
make
not use the
cry.
condom after spending $200
I
on
just
on the
said that
car
I
release?
used a condom. You don't even have sex. What are you
Condom
talking
sex
about?
ain't
Like,
even
shut
worth it, bro.
up.
You please don't tell me you're gonna defile Sophia's vagina with a condom.
What do you mean?
Fuck her raw, bro.
Bruh.
You should fuck Sophia raw for sure. You're tripping.
Oh
Probably
my
does
God.
drugs and shit. She ain't having
I don't
no
think she
baby.
do.
She ain't
What the-
fertile.
Nah,
Ask her
she-
if she's ovulating.
She seems
Oh
actually
my
hella
God.
like maybe like professional and really in the model, like you know.
I just don't think that she's like. I don't. Okay, fuck her with no condom. Don't come in her and
Nah, come
don't.
in her.
And also bring your STD test. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Because
Jeez.
I'm freshly
I need
tested. I
that
got
app.
tested
Hey,
the
it
other
was
day.
nice meeting you.
I
Here's
need
my
that app,
STD
dude.
test.
I need that app where you can pull it up on your phone.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
They
oh,
have that?
Yeah.
If I was
Wow.
making plans to kick it with a girl who lived in another country and we were talking for a couple of weeks, I would tell her at some point, like, yo, get tested.
They should link that app to Tinder. That STD app.
Yeah, that
Anytime,
could be problematic, though.
anytime I'm about to go out of state or some shit, I'm about to link with a girl, and like we've either already fucked or like we are talking that way. I'm like, yo, get tested. Or,
I do the opposite
Really?
of getting tested. I go fuck like a homeless person and I just expose myself to as much risk as possible.
Oh.
Just
Honestly,
spread it
Sleep naked
around
in the
town.
dumpster.
I haven't been fucking like that though. I'm honestly been like, I've been working on my fucking tape that's done. I shot like 3 music videos in the last 2 weeks. Like I've been like I've been working, bro. I don't.
There's only so much fucking you can do, you know?
It's just like
That's
I say,
real.
and then like if you are out here just like fucking random girls that you don't trust or don't even like that, and you just want them to leave afterwards, like
a
that
waste
shit,
of energy.
bro. And like it's so crazy though, because I remember a couple years ago, that's all I was
Because
on.
most of the time, fucking isn't just fucking; it's hanging out for 2 hours, and then
paying
fucking, and then
for
hanging out
and then
for
paying for a car.
Exactly.
Spending all your
You get
money to
told.
get a car out.
Man, but honestly though, like I don't know, like I have trick tendencies, like that should be getting on my nerve, bro. Because I be really like feeling like for bitches when they be telling me shit, or not even just bitches, just people in general. Like I'm really like empathetic, so people
I
will be
know,
telling
that's
me
my problem
shit.
too, man.
You
My
know?
car got towed like 2 months ago.
Your car did? Well,
Yeah.
you're just gonna tell a bitch that? She don't
No, I'm telling
care.
you, Housephone.
Telling me that. So.
Oh, you trying to trick on
It
her?
was like $400, dude.
Bro, I got
Give Yuri
so-
$400.
I got
for
so
sure.
much. I went to the fucking revenge warehouse, and the first thing I thought before getting myself something, I was like, oh, what would Yuri like?
Hey, thank you,
And, just,
dude.
and got him some hoodie that apparently is worth $400. I didn't even know.
Why? Why would you
And
think
I told
get
you what
something
happened
for
to that
Yuri?
hoodie, right?
Yeah,
It's
you-
perfectly fine now.
But what'd you do? What'd you do to get it out?
I got dry cleaned for like $10.
Okay,
Which-
but
which
I
saved
told you
it.
how to
What
do
was
it
it?
for
Was
free.
it jizz stain?
No, he gave me the sweater, right? First day I decided to go wear it. I go do IRL at Cha-Cha Lounge.
Right.
And David
We
Stahl.
should do that again.
I'm down. David Stahl, one of my like he always joins my live
Yeah,
streams and he's
yeah.
like my main donator, and he always joins the No Jumper live streams as well. He donated like $250 that night for
for you to get drunk.
I forgot the name of the shots, but these specific shots.
How many?
I got Like I think I took like 6 or 7.
You did it
of them.
all in a row?
But it was like a Irish car bomb. I took 7 of
spaced them
those.
out, though.
You did it all in a row?
No, like within like 2 hours or whatever. But later that night,
Okay, within 2
So you
hours,
got
you're just a
annihilated
pussy.
while live streaming?
while live streaming, basically.
And
Yeah.
what
As-
happened?
And threw
As
up
soon
on
as
the
I turned
hoodie.
off the live stream, I became a mess, and I just puking all over myself. Woke up at my friend's house like covered in puke, basically, and then went home.
Why would your friend let you sleep at their house covered in puke?
He's the homie. He's not gonna let me
You're
sleep on the
not.
floor.
Nobody's that much of my homie. Nigga, you better take that shit off.
I was like sleeping on in his backyard. So
Do you
it's fine.
feel uncomfortable? Because, like, okay, one time I was at a Phase house party, a Clout house party, and Burger Planet showed up, and he's IRL streaming at
No
the
way.
party. And so it kind of stands out because, like, me and him are clearly the oldest people at this party, but he's live streaming. So it's, like, stands out more. And, like, at some point, somebody comes up to him and is like, yo, you can't be live streaming here. Because it's like,
Like, not here.
You know, you're at a party in the Hollywood
People are
Hills.
probably-
There's
Yeah.
people who are drunk, people who are coked up that on camera, like to their YouTube audience, do not drink or do coke. So I mean,
That's what I was worried about when I was going there. I was like, number one, I'm not that
Going
social
where?
to begin with to touch a cha-cha with the live stream.
Cha-cha,
But then I was like
Cha-Cha
thinking,
is just a regular ass bar for the most part.
but a lot of people are kind of like grizzly and like don't want to have a fucking
it was
live
kind of like a
stream
60
camera in their
40.
face.
The people who didn't want to be on my live, they just either turned
Yeah.
their head or they just like quickly said like, yo, no. You know what I mean? And then
Right.
I just got the message. I was like, all right, for sure. But I feel like most people were like, yo, a camera, like sick. And
because they don't
Yeah.
understand that it's live too.
and they also don't understand that you have
Maybe.
like fucking 5 people watching. That doesn't even matter.
I had like 30 that night. It was pretty
Hey,
good.
let that.
No, the night we live streamed for Blasie's birthday.
I
that
put
shit
out
was-
the highlights
That
just
shit was
the other
actually
day.
really funny.
That show was fun.
I didn't watch it back yet, but I meant the night was funny.
Yeah.
I like this Heaven's Gate hat.
Thanks.
Where'd you get that from?
That's Beacon's
It's my new
brand.
shit, bro.
Whoa, what? Plug me up.
Speaking of, I got Beacon's
Damn.
handlebars too today because we went to the Cult warehouse in Santa Ana and I got a whole bike and then we went to the skate park and we shredded.
Why
We had
the
a good
fuck is there a
session.
warehouse in
I'm making
Santa
shit this week
Ana?
that I'll plug you.
That's
Yo,
what they've
bro,
been
honestly,
forever.
that shit is fire. I was been
Thanks.
wanting to say that this whole time.
Thanks.
Damn. Hey, honestly, I'm proud of you, bro, for real. Because honestly,
Thanks, bro.
Me and bro always bonded on drip. We always been like drip
drugs.
drip bond. And
Previously,
previously.
Beacon's old life.
Hey, nah, hey, real shit though, cause like you know, like that Instagram page, like Lil Jupiter or like hidden New York, hidden NY.
Yeah.
What
It's
are
like,
those?
bro, these pages just like repost like just like aesthetic like sneakers and hypebeast shit or whatever. And this dude, like, first of all, the dude Lil Jupiter's page is so popular that he had a fucking shoe deal.
He made his own shoe recently. I saw
Yeah,
that.
but it
with
was like
K-Swiss.
it was with K Swiss, but like the fact that like you got
It's
a
still
shoe,
something, like-
yeah, you got a
Gary V.
shoe.
A lot
you
of
got
people got it.
You got a shoe deal from just being an Instagram page or whatever. I think I'm wearing the hidden NY socks right now. That's another.
Ugh, socks on the table. He's
Household's
touching
not
me with his
flexible
feet.
enough.
Shit. Nobody wants to. Ugh.
Shout out
Nobody wants
hidden.
to see
Shout out
this.
hidden NY. My feet smell good. Shut up.
Oh shit, Donnie's here, which means we can smoke fat woods after this.
But yeah, no,
we,
it's just
we gotta
like-
smoke fat spliffs too,
You
Beacon.
smoked lots of
Now
stuff today.
my foot got stuck when I was
Bro,
trying to put it up.
I'm back in the BMX world. How you feel
Wait,
about
hold
that?
on, wait,
I'm making my
wait.
comeback.
Are you
Oh,
trying
fuck
to-
these meme pages you're
I'm
talking
not
about.
a
Who
meme
cares?
page.
Are you
Now
guys
talking
not
about meme
apart?
pages, you're hyping up my brand, so I'll just
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
alright,
yeah.
alright,
Listen, I'm just saying.
What
like,
did they do? What did they post that you're
They
excited
post
about?
like this. It's like it's clothes related shit, but it's clothing brands and shit. But they post other people's shit, and then they started to make their own brand. And I think I want to do the same thing. And we're gonna do this No Jumper streetwear segment. We're really going crazy with the streetwear shit this year, man. I'm gonna make my own
2020.
brand. I'm making my own brand too. Let's go, bro.
2020, we got different shit going on. We got
It's the
Housephone
year
doing
of being
content.
productive this
We got
year.
Black Dave doing content. We're
Hell
about
yeah.
to be getting more hosts. We're going to be
Adam
creating
Isolation
consistent
Stream.
Gonna do
shit.
Me
some
and
fight
Black,
content.
me and Black Dave almost had an orgy at Ned's house.
Yeah, y'all gay. No, but for real though, the isolation stream. Once we get the new
what does that mean?
warehouse, I will do the isolation
What does that mean?
sleep stream in the warehouse.
Basically means
Streaming
that
when you sleep?
Adam would
Yeah.
be like stuck in a room with no access to like the internet, and there would just be a speaker in there where like the audience could just donate to have like either
A song
a
blasted,
song
or
blasted
anything.
or like words said.
And basically, Yuri is like existing on the outside,
They're
or
gonna
some
try to drive you
engineer.
crazy?
Yeah, or they could just
Exactly.
do
For
whatever.
how long?
Basically, you
How
could
long
you
are they
could
gonna do it?
donate.
As long as he sets
well,
it for.
Ice Poseidon did it for what, 8 hours?
I don't think Ice Poseidon did it himself. He makes people do it for like 8 hours or 12
No,
hours.
but he
or
did it
24
back
hours.
in the day, the
I
sleep
think,
stream.
Yeah, I think he's done. Oh, no, yeah, he's done the sleep stream, but that was 8 hours.
We've talked about doing it. I want to do it. It's going to be weird because it's like I need to be able to smoke weed So I can't do it in there.
Lucha
It would
and
be
I-
a good place to do it, though, honestly.
Lucha and I were actually talking about this. The way Ice had it set up for some of his streams, where it was like if the person wanted to smoke who was in the isolation room, he'd be like telling the audience like, guys, please donate for me to get weed or something like that.
Right.
And then someone will donate like $5, give Adam some weed. They'll just give you like a tiny nug, and then you're like just stuck with the nug and nothing else. And then someone else has to donate for you to get papers. A
I
lighter,
would hope that my
everything.
audience would gladly, like, immediately be like, here you go. Like, here's all the weed you need. Like, yeah.
Torture him. Don't.
I don't think that my audience gets mad when I'm not smoking weed. That's the worst thing about being in
kids
this
love weed.
space.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We can't smoke weed in here. You know how uncomfortable that makes the guests when they're fucking literal potheads who just smoke every second of the day?
Yeah.
Nori and Blueface and shit. They can't
but that
not
probably-
smoke.
They
That
end up
probably
just
makes the
rolling blunts
interview-
and staring at him. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry for
that
That
having
probably
to
makes
cut
the
that
interview a
off.
little better though.
Kind of, but there's like less. You can't go that long when you're interviewing Hoodrich Pablo and he rolls a huge fucking gorilla finger, and then it's just like
Gorilla dick?
he's just looking at it like, damn, I want to smoke that.
Yeah, exactly.
It looks like a gorilla's dick. Give me that. But he can't smoke. It fucks up the vibe. You know, it's like you want to be
Yeah.
able to do. I want to be able to do live
Why
streams
don't you
like
just
super
not give
chill.
why don't you just not give a fuck and just do it?
They will
anyway?
kick us out like immediately. They're
Then
so
there's no
over
place
us.
to film.
Yeah, and then we won't have anywhere to do interviews. So we got to tough this place out for another like month and a half.
Oh, we almost okay. We at the long haul.
A
now.
month and a half. I ain't seen that bitch in a month and a half.
I just fucked that bitch. She was pregnant. Said she's a month and a half.
I just went to Popeyes. I had a bun and a half.
I just seen Jason's new baby. She's a month and a half.
It's like the way TJ sounds funny saying the same thing. You
Niggas
just
broke
sounded
his-
so clueless.
Niggas broke as hell. Can't even afford a half ounce.
They broke as hell. They can't afford a Rockstar Energy.
I just drank
What
a
was that
rock.
one that he was?
Just drink a Rockstar Energy.
My bitch got a sugar daddy. He looked like the nigga from Bang Energy.
Speaking of the Black Dave vlogs you're talking about, he put a
Goes back to
question
the
on,
subject from 5
he
minutes
put a
ago.
question on Instagram saying, who should we film with in New York? And I said, Ass Pizza.
Oh,
he,
yeah.
He DM'd Ass Pizza, and Ass Pizza said he's possibly down.
That'd be lit.
That's
That would
gonna
be fire,
sick.
actually.
That'd be
I was
big.
going to talk shit, but actually that would
That'd
be
be
fire.
fire.
That'd be so sick.
There's a lot of dope shit that you could do in New York. We got to definitely
yeah.
the New
Untapped
York shit.
potential.
We got to keep going because seeing like Dave doing the fucking ABG Neal shit in the skate video and having people
How did that
react
do?
to it so good. Like the skate one's doing real good. It's
Yeah, it
like
did really
quarter
good.
million or some shit already, I think. But like that's the main thing for me in terms of what I really want to build for No Jumper this year is just to build something that's like a content machine, but that like goes beyond just me doing a million interviews. I feel like in 2019, I just was like, I'm just gonna do a million fucking interviews, and that's what I'm gonna do. And it's like that's good, and there's still a lot of interviews I got scheduled for the next couple of weeks and stuff. But it's like I feel like we're making good steps in terms of like developing something bigger. And also I have a bike now. That's all I care about.
Also, Eagle Energy sponsor me. I'm fucking with this.
Are you going to work on a part for 2020 or something?
Maybe we'll see how it goes. After today, I feel pretty confident that I could get some like legit
It's honestly
clips.
confusing me. I
Dude,
don't
that,
know. Like,
that
am I
rail
getting high?
Maloof
Is
hitting
it a
was like
vape?
waist high. It was like neck high.
Oh, that was a high ass reel
That's
that
fucking
hit out of that
ridiculous,
quarter
dude.
pipe.
Speaking
Yeah.
of neck, when's the last time you got some neck, Yuri?
It's been months.
9 months.
How
Who's the
many
last
months?
one? Burger Plant?
Jeez, no.
How many months?
Like a month.
And wait, is this the one where you snuck that underage girl into the back?
Bro,
of
don't
No
be
Jumper?
spreading no rumors about no underage girl. She was not underage.
She's
We went to the bar
underage,
together, so
man.
she had an ID.
That doesn't mean. Hey,
I cannot be guilty.
just know that you, it could be a fake or it could not.
I'm not gonna be asking girls for their STD, exams and their IDs and
What
all
would you-
this
what?
information.
Yeah,
when I
that's
hang
part
out.
of being single is that you got to just go out there and fuck random girls with no condom.
You're rolling the dice every time. You never know.
You guys are fucking
Could
insane.
be
No,
a
you
dad,
should
could be
wear a
dead in a month.
condom, but like if you're like me, you probably might not wear a condom. So
Oh no, I try to use condoms every time. If
I
it's
ain't really trying to like. I kind of just don't want at this point. If
mean,
a girl's not willing to go get tested, then it's like, what the fuck? I don't really. Unless maybe if I was fucked up with my girl and we were hooking up with some random girl that we met, I would just be like, whatever, I'm a fucker with no condom. Or maybe I'll wear a condom if she really wanted me to. But for the most part, it's like if we got a girl coming over to fuck, get tested, bitch.
I felt that.
Just I don't want to put my dick in a piece of rubber and then put that dick inside of you. I want to
Wait,
feel your
okay, wait,
vaginal
wait.
fluids on my fucking
Dude,
penis
that one
fluids.
meme-
Wait,
Oh my God.
So even when you're just like hanging out and some girls coming over, like y'all plan it out first. I thought
yeah.
you only planned threesomes when you like are filming them or whatever.
Well,
Because it's
mean,
it's like if we're just like, oh, what are you doing tonight? Like you want the bitch to go get tested.
but we
before-
don't hook up with like random ass girls that aren't like porn stars and shit really at this point.
And
It definitely could happen, but it hasn't happened in a long time. But we don't go out and party and shit. That's the only way it's gonna happen. If we went to the strip club, realistically, we probably might get drunk and meet a girl and want to take her home and fuck her, and then all of a sudden I have to make a decision like, am I gonna wrap it up or not? But
I mean,
we
but
haven't been
but
there
then-
in a long time.
I mean, Lena would be at risk too. You know, if you're gonna be like eating some random pussy and get, like or something. I don't know.
after all night at the strip club, I know.
I
But
mean,
if I'm fucked up, oh yeah, let's do. Man, I ain't eating no random ass pussy.
I'm not. Okay, this
I'm
one-
only eating my girl's pussy. It's
Okay, yeah, yeah.
2020.
No, no,
I'm
that's
a
facts,
loyal
that's
guy,
facts.
you know.
That's
Black
facts.
men don't cheat.
No, that's facts. Look, no, this wasn't a random girl, but me and this girl that I was hooking up with, like, you know, like kind of on and off for a long time, bro. I can't even.
Oh, you
talk
can't
about
do
this.
this
Yo,
again.
bro, what
dude.
is this? This is No Jumper censored.
No. I'm gonna say it, but
Holding
like,
back on
bro,
stories and shit.
So me and this bitch got drunk, and we went back to her crib or whatever. Nigga, I was eating this bitch out, and I swear to God, it smelled and tastes like pee so bad. I was really drunk, by the way.
in your mom's crib.
No, I said at her crib, first of all. Second of all, bitch, I pay my mama's bills. I don't even know if you even pay your mama's bills, so
You're
fuck
right, I
off.
don't.
Yeah,
She
exactly.
lives very frugally.
Exactly.
I don't think she would want me to.
And third of all, like she wasn't random. Like I had fucked this girl a couple times. Like I've been, probably fucking her a couple months. But
Pee. Like,
Bro,
we know where the
it's-
pee came from. She just needs to clean up.
it was just like, bro,
Bitch,
like,
clean up your pee.
Like, why didn't you go to the bath? Like, you didn't do nothing before we started fucking. Like,
Yeah, that's the crazy thing. Because, like, I see how my girl is
bro,
like,
I almost threw up mid lick, and I was so drunk, and she was just like pushing my
bro,
head down.
bitches are
into it.
disgusting. That's horrible. Like, my girl, if we go to the club and we're out, like, dancing for 3-4 hours and we're, like, a little sweaty or whatever, she comes home, we're about to get it in, she gonna go, like, at least wipe it off. Like, at least do a little bit to clean that shit up. Like, I'm not. I'm fucking bitches with whatever the hell I got down there, and I ain't even looking at it before I use it. But I'm saying in terms of girls, you got a cesspool between, like, it's
Nah,
a
but-
pit of germs. Like, go clean the germs. At least
You're so
ready
backward.
the germs.
Like, what do you mean? You
There's
don't
piss
you,
on it.
But you don't have a cesspool of germs in your nutsack and thighs.
Yeah, but I'm
and-
gonna power through it. You know, it's like I'm just like.
Yo, you're such a
realistically, it's like my dick is
misogynistic-
gonna go from the outside of your mouth to the fucking end of your throat so fast that I'm gonna skip all the taste buds.
Yo,
You're not gonna notice the bead of urine that is on my penis head.
Oh
You
my
are like
God.
the definition of just like a misogynistic, like backwards views ass
Housephone
nigga.
of the-
That makes no sense.
I
what's
think
it
girls
called?
need to have a different outlet because one time, me and my girl were with another girl, and it's middle of the day. We've been having some drinks. We were out party or whatever, at a video shoot.
like a day party type.
Yeah,
thing.
and then I take a huge shit, nightmarish shit,
Oh man, I think I've heard this story.
and then I
This is why you
go.
were filming that music video.
No comment. I don't want to talk about the day. I don't want anyone to know what girl I'm talking about. But
Oh,
then we
okay.
all start hooking up afterwards.
We
and-
almost started hooking
No,
up?
we all start hooking
okay.
up, and all of a sudden, the other girl is in my ass, eating my ass. The shit that I just took before,
How long was this? Like, how long before did you take the
it
shit?
had to be, 20 or 30 minutes.
Damn.
This shit was.
So you just
Bro,
got
this was
you,
a 50 wiper. You know, like when you keep wiping and it feels like you might have to wipe 50 times before you stop getting a little bit every time. You just give up at a certain point. You just
What-
are like, whatever. Like, this is
Whatever's
so
left.
bad that I'm just going to have to accept that I'm going to have like a little bit of
She
poop
just
on my
human
ass.
bidet you.
I can't imagine what it must have been like for her.
What if you just wiped it
Maybe
really
she
good?
like had eaten a bunch of hot Cheetos prior and didn't taste nothing.
There's no way. She would have.
It was that bad, really.
Bro, and the
Oh
whole
my
thing about it though
God, bro.
is that when we talked about it later, like kind of like it came up on a podcast or something, I think, and she was very like cool with it. Like her mentality as a girl is like, I'm doing whatever. Like
Oh
I will
my
eat the
God.
shitty ass. I don't give a fuck.
Damn.
Like she's
That's
like to
sick.
her, that's a point of pride. The same way that like a gangster rapper or like a street dude might be like, if you fuck with me, I'll kill you. Or like if you rob me, I will kill you. They know when they say it that it's like not like a safe outlook for life because you're
Yeah.
gonna end up in fucking jail or whatever. That was kind of like what it was with her. Is that she
She's
was
just
like,
like, if I'm gonna eat
I
ass-
know I'm gonna get shit in my mouth. I
Yeah.
don't give a fuck. I'm that much of a whore. Like I'm living for that. Like a lot of these girls really there's a girl that we know from back in the day. This bitch takes pride in really being the biggest just dumpster hoe ass, like just so down for whatever. Some of these girls just have that
I
mentality.
felt that, bro. When I was at Rolling Loud, I really missed the opportunity.
You shot up the stage and then went in your car and rolled some loud.
Exactly.
You want to roll another spliff?
Yeah, do
we're
that,
just
do that.
live streaming.
Oh yeah, right.
Listen. So I'm at Rolling Loud with a previous girl who was not my girl.
Okay.
And
Bum bum, bum.
I was with her. This porn star I know met me there. We were like hanging out, whatever. And I'm like, oh, I'm about to go pee real quick. I'll be right back. She's like, oh, like, how about you just pee in my mouth? And she says it right in front of the other girl. And I'm just like, bro, chill out. And like, she had been saying shit like that all day.
When you told me this, I could not believe it.
She had been saying shit like this all day, and just like, like insinuating like I want to go fuck you or suck your dick on the trailer, and I want to film it for my OnlyFans and all this
Doesn't
shit.
that scare you
And I
that
didn't-
if you had maybe kissed her something that maybe she had just
She might
like
have been
drunk
eating,
someone
Why would I
else's
be
piss
eating
prior?
eating
Okay,
fucking
no.
Eddie Baker's ass earlier. No.
No offense at
I
all.
would've put it past
no
her.
offense at all. Why the fuck would I be kissing this random girl who just wants to suck my dick?
Yuri can't
on
even
the-
imagine a sexual encounter that doesn't involve kissing. But
I
trust me,
can't,
Yuri,
let's be honest.
this bitch is not the type that you want to be kissing.
like.
But how you get from point A to point B without?
Bro, I am
Rubber
at,
hair a little.
We are at
Struck her
rolling.
ass.
We are rolling loud in a fucking trailer. I'm gonna pull my dick out. She's gonna suck it. That's how we're gonna get started from point A to point B.
Bro, listen to this.
But no, wait.
This is what I thought was the craziest thing. I just want to say this. Is the idea that this girl was backstage at Rolling Loud looking for a random dick to suck because of the fact that she knew that that would be a good title for a video on OnlyFans, sucking a random rapper's dick backstage at Rolling Loud. Like, she knew that would be a lit title.
Damn.
I mean, she's out here living it. That's just crazy as fuck because
Content
all these
god.
girls who do porn have to get tested. The guys have to get tested. Now these bitches are running around sucking random rapper dick to make content for OnlyFans. There's no rules.
She was trying to
Dude,
fuck. She was
it's the
trying to
Wild
fuck.
West
Like,
out there.
she
I
was
should go
trying
to
to
more
fuck.
events.
She was trying to fuck like the random security guard. But listen, look, the whole point of that story. The whole point of that story. I was
At
trying
least
to
he
say,
needs it, you know?
The whole point of that story I was trying to say is that I'm so mad that like I didn't let this girl suck my dick because I was trying to be like respectful of this girl who I wasn't even dating, who I was just like knew would like. feel
There's
some type
other
of way.
reasons why you should not get head backstage at Rolling Loud for random girls OnlyFans.
That was my first. No, I wasn't gonna do it on the OnlyFans. I was gonna just let her suck my
I'll
dick.
just get some top.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sure
what
that
I'm
girl's still available.
Yeah, I mean it is, but I'm just like, that was my like that was if that would have happened too, that would have completed the trifecta of like my first festival
If you had done it
rapper
on
experience.
stage, that would have just been
Oh
it.
It
yeah.
would have made Rolling Loud a little bit more lit for you. Just to have that memory of just
yeah,
getting
that's
some
what I'm
top.
saying. Like it was like, oh, like, and she probably would have actually let me pee in her mouth too. She would have let me do all that
Oh
shit.
my
That is such a weird development too, because I was in Hawaii with a bunch of porn stars and my girl, and we go to the beach, and I am pulling. I'm down to my boxers. I went in the water a little bit, I think, or did I? I don't even remember. But either way, I went and pissed like in the water at the beach, and one of the porn star girls, who's like a big porn star, was just like, "Oh, this sucks. You like peed. Like you." I wish I had my phone. You could have peed in my mouth for my OnlyFans.
Oh my god.
And I was just like, yeah, I guess. Like, that's so insane to me that now, like, the world has become so nightmarishly slutty that even piss is a natural resource that must be preserved
For a video.
for the OnlyFans.
When I was fucking that girl last night, I was thinking like, damn, I should be recording this because it was
I
fire.
should be monetizing this.
Oh my god! Speaking of that, she logged onto her OnlyFans on my phone, and I think it's still there. Let's look at it.
What the fuck?
Wait,
That girl?
The
I
girl
want to
from
see,
last night.
I want
her
to see
monthly
like
subscriptions.
her titles, like what she
It's probably
titles
not.
her
It's
shit
probably
is pretty
not.
lit.
It's probably not.
That's crazy how content has just taken over everything, where everyone's like, I must, like monetize or film every interaction.
Yeah. It's crazy though because my girl was all about the private snap, and now she's mostly OnlyFans. She still does private snap, but her OnlyFans is like more lit. Yeah,
Is there any guys that do OnlyFans? Not that I'm looking for. I'm just wondering. Like, out of curiosity.
probably. I think like male porn stars do it. I don't know though. I should make my
Interesting.
own. That'd be lit. I don't know if anyone cares.
I'm gonna
about
make OnlyFans and
dick.
play Fortnite on it.
Play Fortnite on it.
Make Fortnite videos.
nude skins.
Yeah,
I'm just about ready to be done this fucking podcast. We're an hour 50 and we have 3,300 people watching. I want to tell them
We got
all,
3,300.
head on over to nojumper.com and also follow me on Instagram because I'm really trying to hit 1.6.
Hey, follow your boy too. Follow me at Lil Housephone. I'm trying to get to 60K.
Yeah,
God
follow at Heaven's Gate USA too. Like,
Yes,
Ooh.
sir.
Shameless plug, baby.
Yes, sir.
Brandon has a great Instagram, and please tune in because Brandon, I swear, he needs to start a TikTok. You got to get on
Yeah,
TikTok
should I
and
start TikToking?
at least
Why-
start posting
how
some
about
random
I make
shit and try
OnlyFans
it.
for bike stuff?
No one
That
wants to
would
pay
be
for
fire.
that. Although that would be great. No,
You should fuck your girl on your bike.
No, a Patreon for just being a BMX rider or a skater is a great idea. Like,
Help
I'm
me be
I'm
this
not
guy.
gonna take random fucking sponsors. I'm not gonna go do goofy ass contests. I'm just gonna get. You're a fan of Brandon Beacon? Okay, $10 a month. I got 1,000 people who love me as a BMX rider enough that they pay me $10 a month, and then I just go and I film Instagram clips.
At the end of every Instagram clip, throw another clip of you going, "Hey, have you enjoyed this piece of content right here?"
No,
was
I'll put a
so-
clip of you saying.
That would so ruin your fucking image so hard. But I like that idea because there's a lot of like feminist bitches who are just literally like sitting on Twitter talking shit and they're getting paid on Patreon to just make shitty
I
YouTube
could see a
videos
lot
and
of people
shit.
supporting vegan, like just being like, "Hell yeah, I'm gonna support you."
It's the kind of
continue
thing
riding your
where I
bike."
feel like if you went all in on it, it could work. But if every BMX rider started to do it, which is definitely what would happen, then it would be like. And then some loser's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm $3 a month," and then you're $10 a month. It's gonna look kind of crazy.
Yeah. I love when random fans always try to shit on the fact that like you like will sell a SoundCloud repost or will like sell Instagram promo or
Me?
like I'm talking about me.
Oh, you will.
I'm just like nigga, I don't give a fuck.
I remember I first found out about that through Hesh. I never knew about that existed
He was early.
until I
Yeah,
saw
but
Hesh
but
doing
he
it.
wasn't even a rapper or anything, so it made no sense.
Yeah, it made no sense. Why does Hesh have a SoundCloud with like 10,000 followers,
Did it
and he's
even have-
convincing people that these reposts are worth something?
Did it have $10,000 really?
He
Over
might have.
10,000
Like, he
followers?
has some number of followers, but I mean that is the hilarious thing. There's a lot of people who sell like Instagram shows who have like no fucking followers. But if you have like 200 followers, you're looking at everybody on Earth like, damn, he got 10K. Like shit, maybe I'm trying to
I
get
guess
lit
I
like
felt
him.
that. I mean, but honestly, like my I'm probably gonna fuck this up for myself right now, but my profile views are like like not that high. Like I don't get over like 10,000 like views on a regular, and I got like almost 60K. So it's like I mean. This is definitely like 5,000 or 6,000 more people that's gonna see your shit than the niggas
Theoretically.
who have 2,000 followers, I guess, but
Theoretically,
I don't know. Well, how? What do you mean theoretically?
I mean, is anyone paying attention when you do a fucking anything on the internet that like is obviously promo? Like, does anybody fucking
mean,
really look at
okay.
that and think like, oh, check this out?
Usually,
There's some kid, some
usually if it's a brand or it's clothing brands, people like I know like I have
Hype
like.
stuff.
that makes sense.
I have ways to like you can track where like on Shopify you can track where sales came from, and I've definitely helped plenty of brands sell shit just by posting on the story. Music is different because most of the time when you reposting somebody's music on your story, it's not even the actual song. It's like the artwork and like the tag of the
That shit definitely
some
ain't
shit.
working.
It's like that's not working.
If you're gonna do anything, make a fucking story. Like if you were gonna buy a repost on or somebody's story on some rapper,
Yeah, you need
if
to-
I were you,
Send him a little thing.
make a fucking video that
With the
is
song as
you rapping the song into the camera. Yes, this sounds corny, but if you actually are tight, that realistically is probably your best bet at getting anyone to pay attention.
Either that, send me a clip of the music video.
That too. Yeah.
Or even if it's like the artwork with the song playing too. Like it's like don't just send me the fucking I don't know like the SoundCloud link and then you're like yo post this.
That shit is so funny to me that people do that. Like that is so obvious. Like clearly, I'm not gonna just watch a video clip of the song or whatever. But the idea that I'm gonna click on a SoundCloud link or a
And then
Spotify
go
link,
listen- and then go
no,
listen
no,
to
no,
the
no, no, no,
song.
no. This is
Like,
not happening.
If you're gonna do that, you have to send the music video or it's like something
with a crazy thumbnail where you're like, "What the fuck is this?"
No, not
People
a-
just
not a
make their
thumbnail.
own memes now. You know, like
That's true.
every rapper
They'll
is
make
just
a meme
out.
about themselves.
You know what
That's
I think
corny.
is
You should
funny is
make-
that do you see that like a Perp and Kanye song leaked? And it's like you think this
Smoke
is
Perp and Kanye?
It's just on like it leaked on some random account, but and like I saw like allhiphop.com or Hot New Hip Hop posted it, and it's like, do you think it's any coincidence that Perp's album just came out and like didn't really do that much, and they're like looking for a new way to like get some attention? They're like, well, let's link this Kanye song we got, like
I feel like all Cardi leaks are he knows about. He's not like
I
unaware of
mean,
them.
there's
too many of
There
them.
is a rumor that he sometimes links his own shit.
I believe it.
Shit.
I wouldn't be surprised if
Yeah.
he did it sometimes because if there's something that you want to like put out, but you don't care about it enough to actually really make it a part of your thing, then
You don't have
Or-
to attach
or
it to
leak
yourself
it.
like it's a release track.
Or
It
at
has to be
least
like,
some
it
of
got
his
out
shit
there.
has got to be getting out like that.
Or if it's like sample clearance and shit like that, that you can't clear with the
Right,
label.
because
It's
that
smart
is
because if
the-
it does like bad, it doesn't do that many views. You can be like, I
the
didn't really.
Pissy Pamper song. Like
Went viral.
that song went viral in part because it was leaked, because it just seemed like, wow, it's leaked. This is crazy. We're
Yeah,
listening to
that's
this
true.
new Cardi.
It ended up on like the top Spotify chart or some shit, and it was a fucking leak.
But that song also has like a weird ass sample that they probably
Yeah, it
weren't
was-
going to be able to get cleared. So it's
like an '80s Japanese fucking like jazz band.
there's
or some
so
shit.
many random songs that aren't on Spotify or any kind of streaming service. You know that "Stay Scheming" by Drake and French Montana and all
Was it
that.
leaked?
That is no, it's not a leak, but it's like they couldn't get the sample cleared to put it on streaming services, so you
wonder
can't go
what-
find it on there.
I wonder what sample that was.
Huh?
It did leak.
It-
Said it in the interview.
That was a leak.
It leaked, and then that's why he filmed the video like 3 days later.
Oh shit! So they did the video right after.
Dog,
Did,
there's this.
did you watch the Drake Rap Radar interview?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Dude, the part that is the craziest, and Joe Budden was talking about this, but it's just the fact that Trippie Redd could have been on God's Plan, which is Drake's biggest song ever. And his DJ just played the song at a
And the
fucking
fact-
party, so they
the
rushed
fact-
to get the shit done.
The fact that even Drake tried to downplay it, then it was just like, oh yeah, like our schedules and like hit like
Yeah.
like he didn't have time. Like, are you fucking joking me? Like he would have definitely had time to fucking do a Drake verse. Like, come on, bro, that would have been crazy.
It would have been it would have blown Trippie's career out of the fucking it would have been like a Lil Nas X type year for Trippie, where Trippie would have the biggest fucking song to the point where, Trippie is huge right now. Trippie sells 100,000 plus on his projects and shit. That's pretty crazy. But man, if he had been on God's Plan,
But also that you don't think the Drake effect maybe would have happened a little bit.
maybe, but to me, like Trippie continues to deliver music wise over and
so
over.
good, yeah.
So I mean, when you look at somebody like McConan or Block Boy, did they continue to deliver? I mean, it didn't really.
I mean, also, I think that style just got like the style of the Blockboy JB and like the Take Heath sauce just got ran to the ground.
Because
so
that's
hard.
the thing about God's Plan is that if Trippie was on that song, it would just be Trippie being on a dope song. It's
Yeah.
not like that's Trippie's sound. Like
Exactly.
Drake borrowed Block Boy's entire aesthetic, his producer, his whole style, the dancing, everything. Like, he borrowed all that swag for that video. And then it was almost like, well, that swag has now been exposed to the world on such a level that motherfuckers don't really care to see Block Boy do more dancing.
Take Heath produced fucking Sicko Mode.
Yeah, Take Keith exploded from there and went on to do. Man, Take Keith is the fucking real winner in that equation.
Man, honestly, Take Heath went retarded.
Did you see that Block Boy tweeted, "Yay, Keith, fuck these N words up"? And Take Keith retweeted, just said, "Man, who?"
Gay Keith, suck these niggas up.
Oh my god.
A classic Bass Savage tweet. You gotta hit him up. He gotta come on the podcast sometime because he
Honestly,
was trying
yeah, that's the homie.
he was trying to link up last time he was here, but I was on some like weird ass shit, not talking to
Hey,
anybody.
his music is actually fire too.
Yeah,
honestly.
he's
Shout
had
out-
videos on the channel and shit.
Honestly, man, I've been fucking with Atlanta the heavy, man. I wanna go like spend like some actual time out there.
Shout out to Frico Rico. I seen him driving around in a car with Coach K, just interviewing him for AT&T or some
AT&T
shit.
shit.
Some fucking corporate money right there, man.
That's what I need, man. I need a corporate
AT&T is just out here like, man, how do we make black people in Atlanta like us? Let's fucking give people money to do some good content. I guess it makes sense.
Honestly, man.
You gotta see it.
Speaking
It's
of good
fucking
content,
crazy.
man, No Jumper got we got a lot of new shit on the way.
We got big shit on the way. BMX edit Adam22 dropping this year.
Whoa.
I'm going to El Toro.
Oh my god.
No.
You're
No.
gonna
I got your back.
No.
me and Yuri gonna have a skate stream. We're gonna go fucking shred the streets.
Do an IRL stream at Cha Cha.
Yeah, I gotta
Get back on your shit.
I gotta get back on it though, man.
You should do it with like drip or something.
Exactly.
Drip!
Honestly, we need that Phoenix flexing. We need that Phoenix flexing part to drop, bro.
Hashtag Crip the vote.
That's true,
Yeah, what
right?
happened to that?
Did you see that?
She was
was
tagging
promising
the
one.
shoreline.
Hashtag Crip the vote, but
Bro.
it's about crippled people. It ain't even about cripping.
Bro, that shit was, bro. He was getting off. Did you see that? Did you see? You know what I'm talking about?
Wait, he
He's
didn't
good.
put a section out there. He just said he was filming a section.
No, but nigga, no, it's like on his Instagram.
He
or some
posted
shit.
one trick and said, I'm putting out.
No. There is like a little mini edit of him skating with unreleased Shoreline music. It's like a preview for some music
Did
video.
Phoenix put out a 2019 best of edit like every other BMX skater?
I'm
That's such a new thing this year. I feel like
It's-
I have a
I'm
best
not
of
down with it.
2016. So
it
maybe
may.
I'm
Oh
wrong.
really?
Mhm.
Oh man.
He was low-key getting off, bro.
I
was
wish
like,
I did
what?
even one trick in 2019, but I also was like, I can't make one of kendama tricks because it's kind of like the kendama tricks I've learned lately are really good, and the kendama tricks from the beginning of the year are just bad. So it's like I would just be reposting
y'all got
like
Phoenix fucked up.
all my recent shit. What do you just
I
showed
don't
me
really
the
have to
skate
disavow it.
section?
Yes, nigga.
Did you
Stop
see
playing.
Phoenix flexing fucking arguing? Why am I calling Phoenix flex? Wow, that was legit.
Bro, look, it's a whole.
Oh, he
little-
got a clean style.
Bro, look, it's a whole little mini part.
Damn.
Look, it's a whole little mini part.
And he
little
got pints in the
backside
fridge.
flip.
Look,
All
look,
right.
this shit-
Cheesy.
This is fire.
Look,
Oh, this is official. Where do you see this?
On
It's on
stage.
Twitter.
On his Twitter.
Yes.
More
I didn't
lean
see
bar.
this.
He's about to keep skating though. Chill,
Bro, this is hard.
bro.
What?
Stop
Board.
playing. This is fire.
Yeah, this is
Stop
sick.
playing with my nigga Phoenix, bro.
See-
look. He's good. It's a
What?
whole little mini part.
Look how
Yeah, he's
effortless that
got
tray
it.
flip
I
was.
forget that Phoenix has
Lip
kind of like
slide.
put on weight like this year. He is not looking really athletic enough to do this
But look,
sort of
he's
shit to
going
me.
crazy,
But he got a
though.
personal trainer now, so he might be getting fucking crispy.
Bro, he's
Damn,
going
so Jeezy is the writer and Phoenix is the skater. Now we know how they came together,
Bro.
damn.
Wasn't that hard? When
That
I
was
first seen that,
official.
I wasn't expecting that. That's
I wasn't expecting
swear
to have
to God,
crispy ass tray flips and shit, bro.
Bro, he was grinding the fucking.
You just assume that when you've seen someone do enough drugs that they're not going to be able to do any physical activity
Nah.
good. But Began is also proof that that's not always true.
Nah, me and Began will get fucked up. Well, used to get fucked
Used
up
to.
until 6 a.m. and then he would get up at 10 or 11 and go fucking
Yep.
ride.
There was a night definitely where Began was fucked up on Molly. I'm not gonna say what he was doing all night, but he was getting it in, and then he fucking continued. He didn't sleep at all, and he could film like 5, 6 like crazy
Probably
ass clips
banged
at
it
some
out,
school.
too. Like, honestly, y'all niggas were
I
really.
get hungover now. It's not fun.
Yeah. I don't
Getting
even know.
old sucks, kid.
Like
Yeah, dude.
I felt like I rode good today. I cannot imagine what that would have been like to do on a bad night's sleep
Yeah, if you're
because I was
18
drinking.
and you feel like hitting El Toro, do it now. Don't wait until you're older. I'd say
no,
just go
and
for it.
don't get drunk beforehand. Either.
Yeah, don't get drunk before.
Did you got drunk before?
The night before, yeah.
The night before El Toro?
Me and Steve were wasted. and
Oh,
then-
that's why you almost
and then,
fucking
yeah,
died,
we
bro.
were, no,
idea
we were
came
just
from?
fucking. That's how the whole thing happened. Me and Steve were just like drunk bullshitting about
was like,
it.
"Let's go to El
And then we
Toro."
woke up in the morning and Adam's like, "Oh, I'm taking you guys to the school." And he fucking was like, "Oh, you drunk assholes were talking about El Toro last night, so I brought you here."
Oh, fuck.
And then I
So
died.
you
And
almost
so
killed
Stevie did
Began.
it, yeah, basically. But I mean,
We got half of what we were supposed to get done.
but it's like,
I'm really glad you didn't die. That video fucking
do you think
scared
we
me.
smoked a wood in the car on the way there?
Yeah, we definitely.
There's no
What
way
do
you did it.
Do you think?
I was so high.
What do you mean?
High enough to try to half gab El Toro. All right, this has been the No Jumper Show number 25.
Thank you, our guest.
We're out. Shout out
Thank
to
you so much
Yuri.
for letting me
and-
join. Follow me on Instagram, Harmonious
Yeah.
_Yuri.
Yeah,
and,
follow
and,
me.
And my Twitch account, Harmonious.
Wait,
man.
by the way, all this bitch that DM me trying to find his account, if you are stupid enough to not spell Harmonious, then you don't deserve Yuri.
That might
Period.
be a little.
Facts.
That might be a
I mean,
little
it-
bit of a peek into like how
Yeah.
what level she's
She was
on.
like, "What's his Instagram? I can't find it."
Everyone who
I'm
subscribes
like,
to me is a little bit literate, at least. I
a
guess.
little
little bit-
literate.
a
She might be
little-
the lowest reading
little
comprehension
illiterate or a
score.
little
A little bit
literate.
literate.
What's her name?
I don't know.
I don't know.
No,
Oh,
we're gonna find out.
uh,
Titties. Her name is Titties.
yeah, Philly.
Her name's Ozfest.
Maryland Titties. Ozfest. We need a new Ozfest. Y'all don't even know the old. That was like fucking 15 fucking years ago.
Wait. Don't end it. We will be back streaming. Are you gonna stay? It's with me and stream music.
I'm out.
You stream it.
I'm
Yeah.
smoking a spliff and I'm out. Housephone apparently is gonna live stream some music. So.
I'm gonna stream music, so come back.
Berlang a
guys.
dang.
Hey, keep posting on your story for me, Adam. If I send you a video,
All right.
I'm trying to go crazy.